Let's be careful right now.
Really loud. Is it because my mic isn't on? Hold on. Testing. It's too true.
Oh God. Are you?
I'm good.
You good? Okay.
I think my mic isn't working.
Your mic is on, Mav. It's on.
But my mixer isn't working.
Whoa! Oh, now she's got really loud. Bam! Don't yell! Don't yell! Oh my God!
Oh wait, she has a compressor.
Thank you, compressor. Oh, was that?
Oh.
I got scared and expectation of dying.
It compressed.
Invented.
Oh, thank
the
God.
compressor.
I think Mav at like full volume, we'd see everybody's heads have like a ripple effect from like the speakers in their headphones. There'd be like a weird compression. Their heads would elongate and there'd be like ripples.
My mic works. Cheers. Mazel tov.
Cheers.
Mazel, baby, mazel. Actually, it's l'chaim if you're doing cheers.
Oh, well, listen, Jewish boy.
You tried. You tried.
Pip?
Pip, introduce yourself.
No, she's not muted. She's just not ear-shatteringly as loud as Mav is.
You're so loud right now, Goobs.
Am I?
You did this, Whack. You fucking did this. This was you. I have to point this way.
How about now?
We can't claim to have the screamers assemble unless we got screaming.
True.
That's true.
Hi, my name's Tiny Pixels. You guys can call me Pip. I'm a variety caster over on Twitch.tv/Tiny Pixels with 2 X's, not 3 X's. That would be a different website altogether. I play Siren, who is, I'm finally the hacker of the group. I'm having a concern. There are 8 pages of mechanics that I just don't understand, so we're winging it, boys, and it's gonna be great. I'm totally gonna die in my chair.
It's okay. I feel that because I picked a mechanic in the goddamn Starfinder universe, and it's worse than being a mage. So, yeah. Good.
It's about the same.
Good.
Good.
Pip.
Good.
Yes.
Turn your mic up.
What?
Sorry. You're good.
Good.
Is that better? Hi.
You're good. Perfect.
Hi.
Thank
Good.
you.
Okay. So,
Good.
I have an announcement of announcement, if that's okay. So, upcoming, looking at people Dan's doing gardening streams, and that's really great. And I kind of want to bring a little bit of the outside into my cast as well, because a bunch of people are doing that right now, which is really fucking great. So we're going to be doing horse casts soon, where we're going to go down and we're going to play with the horse in the barn and go brush her and go play with her and go train her and things like that. So you guys can watch from the beginning where she's kind of like stiff and a bit frightened of everything to hopefully competing in her first dressage competition.
Ooh.
Yes.
Fucking
I'm
cool.
watching that. Let's go.
So we're working on it. We're working on it a little bit at a time. So it's like an announcement of an announcement, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks that'll all come together. Fingers crossed.
Excellent.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, excellent. I think you've gotten everyone sufficiently hype about that. How are you? I'm curious to see how you're going to actually make the horse cams work, and I hope that it goes smoothly. I feel like that is going to be a difficult thing to wrangle, but I wish you luck.
It's the microphone situation I'm most worried about, because at the moment all you can hear when I ride is my shirt. That's like it.
You just hear this.
Yeah. So we're working on it. We're working on it. It's an endeavor, but we're working on it because it's going to be really neat.
Excellent. That sounds very exciting, Pip. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm Wacksteven. I will be your MC of Doom. I will be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. And what an adventure we have lined up for these characters. There is much to have go wrong.
Or right.
Eh,
Hey.
Probably wrong.
No, you're probably.
Probably.
I know you're probably right. I just want to I want to live. I like Elbereth, okay? I've had 2 characters on this show. I want number 2 to last a little bit.
Hey, listen, you managed to get Richard to stay alive.
I
through-
know!
through horrible
I know!
straits.
Well,
Fucking Pip and I have records.
well, the problem is, the second we get to this stupid mission, that's it. Our characters are dead. Like, that's it. We're done. Like, start again.
So, speaking of the mission, the characters.
What? Can I?
Oh
No.
yeah, I guess Goobers is ready now.
Hi, I'm Goobers. Okay, go.
No, now you do a real one. You do it. You go.
I was actually just gonna ask because we have a ton of new people in here from the BattleTech world who I truly do think would find this really, really interesting. I was actually hoping to ask so that you could do a quick kind of like, not a recap, but just like tell people what the hell this is, because there's a ton of new people in here who I'm sure would get a kick out of this.
Yes, that is a great point. So we are playing the Sprawl role-playing game system, which is based on the Apocalypse World engine. And essentially the characters are in a very cyberpunk kind of setting, one that they have helped to establish. They've created evil mega corporations, and we're in the 2nd season, which means that we got some of the mega corporations from the 1st season, as well as new corporations from the 2nd season. Mega corporations that do all kinds of shitty things that lord over the world, pretty much. We've got a company known as Architects of Your Experience, who are pretty much the media conglomerate communications empire. We've got Tesla Amazon, the construction, manufacturing, and vehicles, large-scale construction, in charge of giant space elevators across the world. Taste, which is pretty much all the agriculture and fast food that's going on in this world, and they run almost anything that you can imagine, turning fast food essentially into a 3D vending machine. SenseX, it's kind of sensory excess and artificial reality, altered reality. Basically a combination of porn plus altered reality. Think, if I'll just won't use my example that I had in my head because it was going to go in a bad direction. We'll just not go there. PharmaU, which is pretty much all the pharmaceutical stuff that you can imagine. They are all about the drugs, and drugs are big business, baby. We've got Machine Made Man, which is a cybertech cult, a group that focuses on producing high-quality cybertech and essentially turning it into a cult, a whole religious experience that may or may not have been Domestic Dan's brainchild.
It's not a cult.
Not a cult. Not a cult. Hashtag not a cult.
Protecting from the flare. Thank you very much.
Legitimate organization.
Legitimate organization.
Uplink, which is, by the way, like weird timing. I don't know if you guys saw that cult stuff going on with Allison Mack.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, crazy. Go look it up when you get a chance. Uplink.
What was it? The Stupendous World of Allison Mack, that Nickelodeon show.
No,
From Smallville?
Yeah, Smallville.
Yeah,
Yep.
the headline, Smallville actor Allison Mack arrested in connection with sex cult.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Can
Like
we have a
super-
cyborg Allison Mack
Hell yes.
in this game?
Hell
we
yes.
have to
That's the
take
kind
down?
of RPG I want to be a part
I
of.
want to take down Allison Mack.
I want to.
Uplink.
Phrasing. Anyway.
Uplink. The sort of way for people to upload their consciousness to a sort of matrix-like reality where they can save themselves from the solar flare. New Eden, a way of altering their reality with drugs. Definitely like mind-altering and expanding drugs to, I guess, take people out of their worry for the solar flare that will be happening in just a few years. Lance, the private military corporation and weapons manufacturer. They're kind of like the major private military organization that goes around and pretty much works for everybody. They're working both sides of the fence, and they don't care as long as they're getting paid. And then there's U+, the Eugenics and Cloning Company. It's the place where if you are worried that you might die to the solar flare, why not make a backup? We can have a backup made for you. Just take your body and make a clone. Why not? Might as well if you got the money. And Kit is a byproduct of U+. Sort of out of necessity, I'd say. So, the universe that we're in here, the setting, the characters have created a setting sometime around the, I think we're in like the 2050s now. And they've come up with all these corporations, and they are these sort of, I wouldn't call them heroes. They're not really heroes. They're
more assholes.
Yeah, they're not the greatest of people.
Mercenary
is
Thank
what we
you
are.
very much.
Necessary.
Mercenary.
I'll take necessary. I'm not a mercenary.
I am.
Well,
Oh yeah.
right. I'm sorry. Your character thinks that I is everyone because you're the center of the world. That's right. My bad. Method acting. Sorry, Dan. Sorry.
The characters are essentially mercenaries that work for whoever pays them, and they'll do whatever they have to survive and possibly get out unscathed. Is it possible in a cyberpunk setting?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Well, we were scathed. That's actually not true. We were scathed.
I mean, but we were alive, and that's like
Define scathed, because there's some definite emotional damage that happened.
I mean, I'd say living is about as close as unscathed as you get in this world.
Yeah.
Did you live? Well done.
well done. Good job.
You did better than everyone else.
Good job. You did it.
Yeah.
So, the characters have been doing missions along the way here. They are only on mission number 2 in this season, and we're already on episode 10. And that's because things did not go so great in the first mission. They may have lost the first version of Kit, or whatever version of Kit was currently available. Who knows? And it didn't go great. And a few of the characters, namely Pip's old character and Dan's old character, had to get the hell out because the situation was not good, and they wanted to get the hell out of Dodge. So they've embarked on a new mission. This mission involves the space elevator itself. They're located in the area, the Sprawl of Brazil. It sort of takes up a lot of the northern part of South America. And currently they're in Brazil, and they are tasked with the objective of sabotaging the space elevator so that it makes it look like Teslamazon's fault. It's a lot more complicated than it sounds. They have to sort of somehow frame somebody else to make this happen, while it's in the actuality somebody else's order, I guess, to do this. So, last session, the characters began doing the legwork phase of the mission, where they were meeting up with Mav's character, Susan Esperon, the soldier.
Susan, the boss.
Yes. Coming in to try and get the mission on track. Angmar didn't exactly like the way that things were going and felt that his power was being usurped. But his higher-ups in Downlink, sort of privatized sector of Uplink, the, I guess, underground area of Uplink, sent Susan to come help. And tempers flared. and some confrontations were had between Susan and Angmar. Meanwhile, Siren, the hacker, was tasked with trying to find some kind of back door into the space elevator's hardware, gathering as much information as possible to make the mission simple. Is that possible? We'll find out. Kit and Elbereth, not to be confused with The Breath.
The Beareth. Thank you very much.
Or error breath.
Error breath.
That's error breath to you.
Mr. Error breath to you.
I guess they decided to do some recon and to try and find some, some safe spots to observe things and meet up with. Whose contact was it that you guys were? It was Kit's. Yes.
Yeah.
I have not done a contact.
Yeah, it was mine.
Yeah, a contact that Kit didn't seem to know, but managed to, have programmed into them. And they made a deal to use their apartment, their space, to try and, set up a staging area for this entire event. And we left with Kit and Elbereth. After taking a train, they ran into a bit of an issue at the train station, at the terminal. They took the bullet train, and when they did, they got off and they encountered some kind of commotion going on. They stepped into the bathroom to try and conceal their presence, and it looks like some people were causing a bit of a ruckus there. And I think we're going to start with that situation first. You guys are in the bathroom right now. I guess Elbereth was kind of peeking his nose out, trying to see what he could see outside and learn what he could from the commotion. Rolled an assess check. And what did we get on that?
The assess check was me finding a place to hide, which was the bathroom.
Yes. Okay. So, Kit, you and actually, was it only Elbereth? I think Kit was still outside.
Kit came with me.
No.
Kit
He motioned us to come with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's both of us.
So, you guys are in the bathroom right now, and you see a commotion outside. The person that you see, I guess, it looked like there were 4 people that were causing this sort of commotion, from what you saw, Elbereth. Mm-hmm. The crowd from the train is kind of moving about, and you can see them like getting roughly pushed out of the way, like people saying like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Just general exclamations of confusion and I guess sort of general anger. The people are still trying to funnel their way to their destinations, but you can see people sort of parting them out of the way, pushing a few people. There's one person that looks to be kind of kind of in charge of the situation. They move forward. They've got a a lot of like long, straight black hair. You can see that they're wearing sort of leather clothing, and they're wearing actually probably aviator like glasses, but similar to what Pip's wearing with those kind of round frames there.
Lennons.
Yeah. And they come out wearing leathers and sort of like skin tight leathers. It's a man, and he's kind of looking around. You can see he's got weapons on him. It looks like probably I would say probably some kind of sword on his side, and he has quite clearly carrying a machine gun. Like he has like a submachine gun. Something about the size of an Uzi.
Okay.
He's looking around kind of fervently. You can see like he sticks a head into the train doors. People are just kind of like moving out of the way, trying to like not, make any kind of presence known to this person. Like they're just sticking their hands up, like backing away. There's a lot of gas screams. What do you do?
Okay.
Hit.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so we're being followed. Why don't you use the bathroom in one of the open stalls? I'll be here. I don't know if they're actually looking for me or you, but it's better if they don't see us both. If one of us caught us into the bathroom, might as well one be here to talk. One of us be here to talk. I'm trying to keep my voice down because there are people that could hear me.
Okay.
Did you catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
We'll we'll go into one of the stalls, but have both of the pistols ready, and just kind of close the door and lock it, and then just kind of go back against the wall and point at the door and wait.
Okay. This person that is kind of looking around through the train seems to take a look at the bathroom, Elbereth.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to act under pressure.
While
Sure.
he's looking, I'm going to quickly ask, how many?
And you said I saw 4, right?
Yeah, you saw 4. There's one that's kind of in
There was
your
one that was
general area.
closer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was the one that was closest to you, yes.
4. One nearby.
Okay.
Armed heavily.
And you want me to make an act under pressure? You
Yep.
said? All right, great. It's going to get a
Because
plus
you're
1
in
forward.
the door, right? Like you're trying to...
I was no, like I would have been near the door. Think of like the sink, because I said I want him to go over there. I'm going to be using the facilities, so I would have been like near the sink, closest to the door.
So there is an actual door on this.
Right, like a door to the bathroom. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have
Okay.
been looking to see that stuff, which is why I went into the bathroom in the first place,
Okay.
because we saw the guys. So
Okay.
I would have gone in the bathroom. I believe you had said they saw someone go into the bathroom, which is why they were originally approaching.
Okay.
So I'm using the sink. I'm being a regular patron of this bathroom. But
Okay, because I thought last session, I thought you were kind of peeking out through the door.
No. I don't believe so. We saw them ahead of time going in here. You had me do an act under pressure then, and that's why they saw us, or at least they saw one of us go into the bathroom in the first place.
I thought I remember you guys like trying to peek out. Somebody was peeking out, just trying to see what was going on.
I mean,
I don't think so, because that was the assess
Chat
I
probably
did
knows.
first. Chat might remember. I thought it was that's how we knew in the first place. Is I saw them and then we went into the bathroom to get the hell away.
I
End
think
the episode.
I think we were looking, but we'd just gone into the bathroom and potentially looked behind us or something. I can't remember, but I know we weren't like.
Okay.
We weren't actively peeking our heads out.
But I mean,
We saw
it
them.
sounds familiar to me that you said
We definitely
that you
saw
say
them.
he's looking though. It sounds
Okay.
familiar to
Sure.
me at least.
So
Whatever you want to make the call on, Wack.
All right,
That's
fair
fine.
enough. So the bathroom door opens.
Okay.
You see this person like walk in. They kind of like look around,
Mhm.
and they hold something up. It looks like something that's been jerry rigged. It's just kind of. It looks like some kind of like cell phone sized device, and it's got like all these like bits and bobs on it, where it's all kitted out.
Gotcha.
And you can see them like holding it up. They push a button, and you see him go. He taps on his neck, and his like right eye goes wide, and he says, "Act under pressure for me, Albereth."
Okay. And I'm taking my +1 forward for acting on my assess in the first place. Oh, come on, baby.
Oh!
Nope. Oh, that's pretty bad.
Oh!
So what am I acting under pressure about? I guess is the better
So,
way.
this is in regards to the signal that you guys sent out when you guys were doing your search for
When
this.
Kit was, not
Oh, it
me.
was Kit?
I was not doing
Yeah, it was-
anything.
it was just
I
me.
was sitting on the train doing nothing.
Okay, fair enough.
Just me.
Kit, we need a act under pressure then.
Did you do
Oh
your
God!
pre-rolls?
Okay, I
And-
Did you do
saved
your
myself. There.
pre-rolls?
I was very specifically not.
I didn't do my pre-rolls, guys. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
God!
Neat. All right.
Come
so
on,
Roll
boss!
this Kit. We're gonna roll this Kit for the first time. We're never rolling this Kit again.
That's a 5.
That was also bad.
So they tap on their neck and they say, "I'm picking up the signal here,"
I'm doing
and you can see they've got kind of a strange accent because this person is definitely has an Asian complexion and facial features, and you can see that they kind of like are holding the device up towards Kit's stall, and they look at you and they say, "Get out of here."
What? I need to use the bathroom.
He like holds up this fucking Uzi, not pointed at you, just does the thing where he
Holds
like
it
shows it off.
Whoa, man! I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble at all. Can I take a piss real quick? I just got off the train.
Can I roll something here, Whack? Since I can hear this conversation, can I examine the bathroom really quickly using Case the Joint to try and find weaknesses here in escaping both them or taking them out?
Okay, I think I'll let you do this, primarily because this could have been going on while the other stuff was going on. I think that's totally
Okay.
viable here.
Yeah, I'm like looking up through the stall, like at the ceiling to see if there's vents, how many stalls
Sure.
are next to me, et cetera, et cetera. This is
Roll plus your edge, please.
Come on, buddy. Come on, boss.
Do it.
Okay, yeah, I don't get any forward or any of that shit. No, okay, we're good.
Oh!
Poggers!
That's some fucking buzz!
And you get 3 intel.
So 3 intel in regards to the subway bathroom, I guess,
Yes!
in the subway
I'll
terminal.
exploit this.
All right, so you've got 3 intel. You can ask a question. You can ask a question from the assess or research list.
Or I can spend the intel in the normal way, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to spend the
Okay.
intel in a normal way. First off, to am I able to just build the? I'm looking for a way out through the vents above me.
Okay. I think that there's I mean the whole fallacy of like vents in
We
buildings.
said we're underground, right? So
Yeah,
fine.
but like the
Okay.
fallacy of vents being like large enough for people to crawl through.
Oh
isn't
no,
like-
sorry. I mean like things to like low hanging vents to hide on top of, anything to cling on top of. Like in most bathrooms, there's the fluorescent lights that they still have a space above them, kind of type deal. Like
Yeah.
anything to
I
hang
think-
off, go on top of, whatever have you.
Okay, so like there's I guess this is probably like a drop ceiling. So
Okay.
they have the foam,
Oh,
the drop ceiling,
Okay.
like those panels.
Yeah.
And they've just got those shitty fluorescent lights in here. Like it's definitely not a nice bathroom at all. They don't keep the shit clean. Like it's filthy and there's horrible stuff written in actual feces on the wall.
Oh,
Okay.
Doo-doo.
Lovely.
ugh.
Mav would love this bathroom.
It's my favorite.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 point of intel on the assess or research list. Oh shit.
yeah, either one. And at least with assess, I don't know if research does that too. If you act on the information, you get a +1 for it.
Yeah. Research, I don't think.
Research is different, but you have more specific
It's different.
questions.
You don't get to act
It's
one.
not-
You don't,
Yeah.
but it can give you a lot of cool stuff too. It's
The good thing here is that you get to use from either the assess or
Yeah,
the research.
it makes it a very
and
wide.
you can gain 3 intel. I mean, it's a very versatile move.
Yeah.
Okay. First question I want to ask is, how can I avoid trouble or hide here?
Oh, from the assess list.
From the assess
Okay.
list. Sorry.
Okay, so there's a few different ways that you can do this.
Okay.
Like the door is hinged in such a way that there's a space between the door and the wall. It's possible that you could hide behind that. The obvious one is the sort of drop ceiling. If you were somehow able to do that, another way is to, I guess, sort of like think about yourself in relation to the person that's trying to inspect the stalls. It's possible that you're able to avoid them through a sort of 3-card Monty kind of situation.
Yeah. Okay. And final question. What is my best way into the drop ceiling?
I mean, it's above the top of the stall. I guess some kind of distraction.
Okay, I'm gonna put my do we have physical phones? I keep forgetting we have physical
No.
phones.
Some people have
iPhone.
tablets. Most people have iPhones.
Yep.
So you
And the
should have a
iPhones
physical-
are literal
I
like
do have a physical phone.
iPhone.
He
You
has
gave me a
one
physical
because
phone.
Richard turned his eyes off.
Cool. So I'm gonna open up the physical phone, set an alarm for 25 seconds from now, and or 10 seconds from now, and put it behind the toilet. And
Okay.
then crawl out into one of the other booths or stalls.
Awesome. Give me an act under pressure, please. Let's see if you can pull this off.
With your assess bonus.
With my assess.
No,
Right?
you don't get an assess bonus. This isn't the
Oh
assessment.
no, I didn't
Oh,
assess.
it's not. You're
actually.
right.
Yeah,
This
you're
is the-
right. You're right.
Wait. What? I guess
I can
it's
just
like-
ask questions from the list.
Yeah,
I don't actually.
you don't get the
it's not
assess
action.
bonus.
got it. Okay, that's totally fair.
what I'm like.
Boss!
That's a 9.
That's
Okay.
a boss-ish.
Better than nothing.
Oh,
All right.
No, this is the worst fucking move to roll a 9 on.
It's better than a 6.
Stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The MC will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Worse
Okay.
means it still works.
So,
Red.
so this person, I think, just kind of like motions for you to get the fuck out of the way, Elbereth.
Right.
He says, I don't care. Get out.
I have this move. Does this count if I'm infiltrating a secure area alone? Does the ceiling count as a secure area?
No.
Fuck! God damn it! I wanted to ask you that like a minute ago, but I forgot. Okay,
No.
sorry.
Worth a shot.
Still wouldn't have. All right, fair enough. Okay, so he's like, get the fuck out. All right, Jesus. Listen, man. I'm inching my way to the door, kind of giving him a berth. So I'm clearly like giving him space. Just like, Jesus, come on, man. Like, I just wanted to piss. Like, this is out of line. I don't come into your pissing area. And seriously, I'm trying to be obnoxious.
Yeah.
And
He's just-
actually,
You could tell like his blood pressure's rising. Like he just kind of like shoves you towards the door.
right. Okay, real quick. Ooh, no, I don't. God.
How many characters of mine can almost die in a week? This is a fun game. This is great.
You can do it, Jay!
1
He
second.
was literally inside of a furnace this week.
Yeah, on Wednesday, I survived an encounter with 1 health inside of a furnace. It was insane.
Oh, fuck. I was trying to think if I could do something, and I can, but I don't know if it's gonna help. I know. Okay. I think I'm looking at our countdown clocks. Who are we going up against? That was the question. This main one. Was this Lance?
No,
the corporation.
this
The
is
corporation.
The mission that we're up against.
You guys are currently trying to sabotage the space elevator so that the passengers die. The passengers are from SenseX, and the space elevator is Tesla Amazon property.
Also, there are Lance guards we found out.
Yeah.
From
Right.
Venezuela.
Okay. All right. Oh, fuck. I think. God damn it! I hate the system. I hate the system.
This is hard to watch.
Okay.
How many guys
What?
are there
I
around
got
here?
that System of a Down song stuck in my head.
Yeah. I think.
Hurry up, Richard.
I know. I'm not Richard though. Richard's out. He's out. I'm trying to decide between hardball or fast talk. I'm having a hard time. God.
Do what you do best.
I know. I got. All right. So I get to the door. The door's open, right?
Yeah, I mean it's not
He kind of
locked.
shoves me. He shoves me
Yeah.
toward the open door.
Yeah.
That's more what I mean. Is it open or do you walk in and shut it behind him?
I'll roll for it.
Thank you.
He shut it behind him.
He shut it behind him. Okay, so he
Yep.
shoves me toward the door. I open the door
Oh, fuck.
and look to see if the guys that he said verbally, he's in here. And I knew there were other guys. Are they like right there? Are they a ways out? Can I even see them?
So I'll tell you what. This is up to you. If you want to roll an assess, you can roll an assess here. In your immediate vision, you do not see them.
Okay. The immediate vision is what I want to know. I'm happy to roll an assess first, though. I don't mind rolling an assess first. So I'll do that.
Okay.
I would-
I feel like this is a very charged situation.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll me an assess.
Okay.
Come on. Boss!
Okay.
That's an 8.
That's a bus.
Okay, so when you closely study a person, place, or situation, this is definitely a situation. And when you quickly size up an opponent or charge situation, roll edge. Gain 1 hold. In the ensuing action, you may spend 1 hold at any time to ask the MC a question from the list below.
Okay. What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
The 3 other people look exactly like this guy.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking clones. Okay,
Oh,
so
fuck.
very, very likely U plus. Okay.
None the fuck.
Okay. So
Yes.
I see them, and they're like, how far away are they then? If I notice them and they're all the same.
They're still amidst the crowd. It looks like there's a few that are trying to scan, I guess, certain areas. This device or whatever that they're using must not be super long range.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. If they're still around, if it was one guy, I'd do hardball, but I can't, so I won't. God. Fuck. All right. I turn around after the doors open. Listen, man, can I just please go to the bathroom? Everything hurts. I've been on that train for an hour. I'm fast talking right now. And do I get to act on that assess at all?
You do.
Okay. All right.
+1.
14.
14.
Oh, ultimate mega boss.
Oh my god.
Let's fucking
All right.
go.
So I'm just like, I start sputtering. Like, seriously, man, you don't understand. I've been traveling across the damn world. I need to pee.
Shut the fuck up!
Listen.
Go in the sink! For God's sake!
I can go, but there's a urinal. Can I use the urinal?
Fuck! Just do
Don't
it!
look at me. Just let me pee in peace, please.
Just do it!
Thank you. Like, so I in my haste to get back in, just charge past him. I don't like intentionally like try to slam him over, but I bump into him.
Okay.
And I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry." And like take my pants, like just like hang my pants down and piss bareback. Trying to be the biggest distraction possible.
Can I move now? Is this where I can move now? Or
What
I feel
did
like
you
the
have
alarm would have
before?
gone off now.
Kit, you had a 9 before.
It was a 9. Yeah. You still haven't punished me.
This is definitely upgraded to a 10 with this wonderful distraction.
Yeah! Woo! That's fireback piss in action right there.
The alarm goes off on the phone at the same time that you hear Elbereth do that involuntary groan of that all men have to do when you have to really fucking pee.
That's like the movie theater piss right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless it's sanitary enough, it's where you like bop your head against the wall and just lean into it.
It's not sanitary enough. That's not what's happening right now.
But would Elbreth care?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Absolutely.
That was incredible.
Okay, so the alarm goes off. He says, "What the fuck?" And he immediately like kicks the door open, and
I'm still peeing. I'm just looking around like, ah!
kicks the door open, immediately like raises up this submachine gun, looks around, looks down towards the toilet.
I'm going through the roof now. This is where I go through the roof.
Yeah. Okay. So you've basically like stood up on the fucking top of the
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly
stall.
jump off the toilet thing and then climb on top of the stall and push it up and jump.
So if you're familiar with a drop ceiling, there's usually only like these small metal strips that separate the different foam pieces that are in the drop ceiling. Up above, there's all like the electrical work and all that shit. How are you kind of like?
I'm
so you
hang off of the electrical work.
Okay. All right.
It is small. We have determined that.
Okay.
We're very small.
Okay. So yeah, there's like all those metal like ribbed I don't know what they're called, but I guess they're just sort of like pipes for all the electrical work. Like they thread the electrical work through there.
I know what you mean.
And yeah, you're just like hang on to one of those and like, what are you doing when you're in there?
Going to just kind of start to shimmy towards my legs, so out away from the bathroom. And once I notice I pass a kind of dividing wall, lift up the roof and see where I am. If I'm amidst the crowd, I'd like to drop down and just go.
Okay. So the drop ceiling only goes to the wall of the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll go over to the door.
Okay. So when this guy sees the phone, he immediately like, what the fuck? And he just kind of like turns off the alarm or whatever, throws the fucking phone against the wall, smashing it. Turns around, looks at you, Elbereth.
I'm still peeing.
Yeah. And he says, what the fuck is this shit?
I don't know. I needed to pee. No. Really? You saw me the whole time.
I don't see anybody else in here.
Yeah, neither do I.
So where the fuck did the phone come from?
You think I know?
Still peeing
Kind of
bareback.
I'm still peeing, like kind of turning a little bit, like with like a little bit of an arc going, like clearly showing that I drank way too much.
When you exclaim, you hear the stream go louder. I don't know. Like you pushed more. You put more.
It was a little effort. Effort was in
your
that.
diaphragm pushed on your bladder or something.
Oh my god.
So yeah, and he's looking at you, and he's like, so where the fuck did the phone come from?
I don't know. It's not mine. I have an iPhone.
He taps on his neck and he says, found the phone. Nobody here except some crazy looking dude. Claims it wasn't him.
Still not me.
As soon as
And,
I hear them lifting the thing a little bit, like the roof, just the tiniest bit. Gun.
Listen, man, I don't care who had the phone. I don't mind that you threatened me when I was trying to take a piss. Just leave me alone, man.
Yeah, so the guy's just kind of he's got his gun like not necessarily on you, but you can see like he's ready to move.
Right.
Some shit goes down.
And I'm not gonna make any moves towards my gun that's in my jacket for the sake of not trying to escalate.
Okay. So, Kit, are you shooting or are you just
No, it's just I heard him say, should I take him out? And if he makes any action to go towards him, he's gonna get we're gonna light him up.
Okay.
And you have a silence gun, right?
Yeah, I have 4. So we're good.
Right.
Do the fucking Zorro thing from
Yeah,
One
right.
Piece.
Yeah.
You just stick one in your mouth.
As he's waiting, I would finish up, dip up, and then be like,
I'm gonna go wash my hands.
as like
Because
I
you're not
walk.
going anywhere.
It's right. The sink's right here, man. Can I wash my hands?
I don't give a shit. And he says, you stay right there.
Okay. All right, man.
Yeah, and you can like hear some chatter like going on in his ear, like kind of going on. Can't make it out. And he says, he's like, I got reinforcements coming.
Okay.
Find out what you know.
What do you mean by that? Like, you're just gonna ask me some more questions? That's fine.
He just smiles.
And I just sit there, just kind of.
I have a headache. Do you have anything for head pain?
I got just the thing. And he like rears back,
Pop.
to smack you with the gun.
Yeah.
Give me a. This is definitely a mix it up, and I would like Elbereth for you to roll plus your links with Kit.
Okay. I get no forward on this. Surprise wise, anything assess? We didn't know. No assess.
Well, it's dependent on the help that's coming from.
yeah.
Right. Do I continue to get any forward for this?
Yes.
We're about to kill 3 guys at once.
It's a 6. So.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You got this, buddy. Bus.
7.
It's
Okay.
not a fail.
It's not a fail,
So,
but there are consequences.
True.
Choose 2 from the mix it up list. 2 of the bad things. You make too much noise, advance the relevant mission clock. You take harm as established by the fiction. An ally takes harm as established by the fiction. Something of value breaks.
I have armor.
I'll say ally and I. Something of value breaks.
So I'm sorry, ally
Takes
and
harm and something of value breaks.
okay. So what happens, Kit, when you drop down?
I was just going to like
Oh, you
quickly
just gonna pop.
shuffle out, and as I'm falling, just pop, like as fast as I can with the machine gun, the dual or the submachine gun.
Okay. What is the damage on that thing?
It's 2.
It's 2.
2 damage.
Okay.
Dual or is it single?
It's just single.
Okay. So 2 harm. You get this guy right in the back. He just kind of like he's just wearing like leather. And you could see like he just like he does the thing where he just kind of lays against you, Elbereth, and like as he does, you realize like the bullet went through him and hit you as well.
Use harm for going through a body.
No.
He has armor though, right?
I do have armor, yes.
Fucking.
Elbreth
I was wondering
does.
if the bullet
This
slowed at all.
guy,
Oh, that's what I
this
meant.
guy
Yeah.
did not have armor. No.
Right. I did.
Yeah.
He did.
So this is 2 harm for you.
All right. So I take a harm because I have 1 armor.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah.
And this is a silenced weapon.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
What breaks? Something still has to break.
No, you said an ally. Oh, something of value
An
breaks.
ally and something. With
Okay.
value. I had to choose 2, right? Because it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So. The silencer on the gun breaks. It just shatters, I guess, after you use it.
just throwing it to the side. We're gonna pull up the machine pistol and throw that to Elbreth, and then pull out the automatic shotgun and go take cover. Is there like a kind of dividing wall between?
Hold
the door?
on. And I like shove the. Is he dead or dying?
Oh yeah, this guy is out. He's done.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not shove him off me, but like take him and put him in the very end stall.
Yeah. Oh, we're just gonna say clean up the bodies. We'll take
Yes.
care of them.
There's only one
You said
right
there
now.
were
The more are coming. The rest of the 3 are on their way.
Okay.
And I like put him into the stall, sit him onto the seat, check him for any. I'm gonna like check him for any tech or things that might like lead anything, any identification, anything.
Real quick.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm actually not taking cover. I'm gonna jump back up into the roof and go right above the fucking door. Or we are.
Okay.
rather. We're gonna go right above the door.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a climb to get back up there, but you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So how are you? So you're patting him down.
Right. So
okay.
I think this might fit. It says eye for detail. You're a master at trailing people and stalking out locations. When you perform surveillance on a person or a place, gain intel and roll assess. Would I be kind of surveying this guy's body?
Let me check the specifics here. I'll give that to you.
And for people to know what that is. then-
Gain intel and roll assess. Is that
Yeah.
right?
So I gain.
Yes.
Yep. That's
B.
copy paste. So I'll gain intel from patting him down, and then I'll roll assess.
Okie doke.
So let's do it. Pop. 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what question do you want answered?
Okay. He's dead. He's not much of a threat anymore. Not much of one. I'm gonna do what I like to do with this question is what do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
Okay. This guy has quite clearly some New Eden drugs on him.
Ooh. Grab pocket. I'll see that.
So, there is a handout for New Eden drugs.
Yep.
Made by, oh god, I can't remember. I forgot who made this. I should have tagged this like in the actual text.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That thing was sick.
Yeah.
What?
You want-
How?
Oh,
what,
yeah.
Either
One
what
of our
drugs
community
or
members.
how many pills were there?
Roll me a 2d6, please.
I can do that. Rolling 6.
6. Okay, so
Right
there's
now.
not a lot of stuff here, but you can tell that there was. Essentially, there is. There is.
Nomadrix.
What's
So
that?
Do you need more drugs? I'm guessing it was Nomadrix.
No Madrix, yes. This is quite clearly Soma.
Soma. Okay.
There's
How many?
it's only one pill left.
Okay. That's fine. That's
But
worth
you can
3
see
cred on
there's
its
like-
own.
There's like residue there that gives you the indication that this bag was full of the stuff.
Got it. He has been popping pills. Okay. Am I like bleeding profusely, or did the armor mostly stop that?
With one, you still have to do your harm roll.
Oh, right. Okay. But it's a harm roll without any pluses because I have
Enough armor to cover that.
Yeah. Harm suffered 0. 7.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I think
Harm
it's
was
one
very
low.
low. Okay, you picked 1. That's what it is. So this would have been. I would have rolled this right when he died and slammed into me.
Yeah, so on a 7 to 9, the MC will choose one. You lose your footing, you lose your grip on whatever you're holding, you lose track of someone or something you're attending to. Someone gets the drop on you. Okay. While you're while this kind of happened, I think that you you lost track of where Kit went.
Okay, fair enough. So Kit like did their own thing and just kind of whoop, like I talked to myself. I'm gonna put him in the stall of the and did that, found the drug, and turned around and went
Batman style.
Well, that's both cool and kind of creepy.
The door opens, and you see 2 more of the exact same person start to walk through the door. Slightly different hairstyles, but definitely the same person. Meanwhile,
Nani.
Siren, you've been trying to learn some information, I guess, and see if you can set up some kind of back door into the space elevator's security software. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's
So-
my job now.
Yeah, you've essentially just taken up a small storage room that you've kind of had set up very roughly. It's the shittiest computer chair known to man, and the sort of there's basically a place for you to set up your cyber deck on top of a crate, right? And Elo didn't seem too happy to kind of show you to your room, and he didn't really like your attitude too much. But to be fair, Elo doesn't really like anybody unless they're threatening him.
Sure.
That's his kink. I think so. You're in this room, and you can hear like this arguing and stuff coming from down the hall, like Angmar screaming, and a female voice is kind of screaming at each other. There was a conversation that was also had with Angmar and somebody on the phone, Susan and Angmar. I don't think you've really met Susan. She just kind of like walked by the room and peeked her head in and saw you working, but she hasn't really announced her presence at all. Susan, I think you wanted to check in on her. Mav.
I hear you. I totally thought my mic was on.
You're checking in on Siren, this hacker, I guess. You wanted to kind of scope out everybody for the mission and find out what everybody's what everybody's plan was, right? To help get this mission going.
Yeah.
Angmar told you that Siren was a hacker, but beyond that, you don't really know much about her.
Okay.
So you see her. She's
I'm
got her
just
cyber deck.
chilling back at the base still, right?
I think so. I don't think you left.
And the hacker's just sort of in the other room.
Yeah, she was just in a storage room. And Siren, what does your cyber deck look like? I think we talked about this before, but maybe some people are just joining us and want to know a little bit about it.
So if you imagine sort of a skateboard deck, sort of with the rounded edges and 2 panels at the side that sort of come up that way. So it's got a split keyboard one panel on either side, so a hand on each panel, and then a little screen on the front that just kind of tilts upwards, so that I have some kind of interface that I don't have to jack into, that I can kind of see. But I have a port just underneath my ear here, and you'll see cables coming from the deck through to this port that's just and it's like a really like a flat USB port as it was. So that goes from the deck then to my to behind my ear, and you won't see kind of any movement from me when I'm using it. You'll just see kind of hands moving, very still, very quiet, sort of eyes glazed if I don't have my shades on over my eyes.
And Susan, what does Susan look like? Like when she's, I guess, scoping Siren out? What does Susan look like?
I'm pretty casual, I would feel like. I definitely probably, yeah. I'll walk up to the doorway and just sort of leaning on it a little bit, just sort of looking at the pieces behind her, just checking her out, because I had seen her, but in passing, while in an argument about leadership. So I just sort of like make my presence known. I'm just sort of leaning and watching, so peeking over her shoulder casually.
Do you just kind of like cough? Like
I'm just sort of like maybe like my jacket or my boots or something sort of make like the weird like rubbing sound, and just sort of like
Yes?
Oh, nothing, just leading.
Can I help you?
Is there something you want to help me with?
No, sweet pea, I have no idea who you are.
Oh, I'm Susan.
That's lovely. Is there a reason you're in my office?
I'm the leader now of this project. I've been sent here to handle the situation since there's been.
That's really cute. Did you want something?
I'm just sort of watching, just managing, just sort of
right.
taking notes mentally.
You're managing. Who did I?
I'm just listen. I could get you a drink. Do you need like a massage?
Oh, you're a coffee. Oh, you're a. That's wonderful. Yes, I'd love a coffee, please, Black, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, it's in the back room. If you wanna.
No, that's not. I kind of.
I'm just making sure if you know where it is. I'm just totally making sure. What are you working on?
I don't think that's any concern of do that. I'm gonna send you in here. I feel like we ought to have a chat. I don't know who you are. I'm not sure what you're doing in my office. So
well, I was sent here, just so you know, to
wonderful.
Oversee.
Yes.
To oversee the situation here of the failed progress. So I'm just going to sort of just be here, standing by, watching, checking everything out.
You're here to look at what?
I'm here to just make sure that the mission goes right and we all get paid and we go home, and then that's
what
it.
Mission? I'm just a tech. I don't know why you're here. If there's a problem with me being in here, I can go.
No, you're totally fine. I just want to check it out what you're up to. Unless you're doing something you're not supposed to, then I would love to know exactly what you're doing. But if you're doing what you're supposed to, I'm just hanging in the doorway.
I don't think I've ever seen you in this office. You say you're a leader. What is it that you do precisely?
I make sure that missions go according to plan.
Oh, brilliant. So why don't you go hang out with somebody who's on a mission and go stand over them? Because I don't know if you've noticed.
Is there a reason why you're nervous with me around? I'm not very frightening.
You're not. I'm just not entirely sure what you're doing in my cupboard. this is my cupboard. I have taken up residence in it, and I'm trying to set up my gear. If you don't mind, if there is a reason that you're here,
take a step back right outside of the doorway.
Brilliant.
I walk
So you're
down,
not actually meant to be here. Wonderful. Good.
I see Susan standing in the hallway, and I see kind of this thing, and I just like knock on the wall to try to get Susan's attention. And then I look at her and I go, come here.
I'll be back, little lady. And I go to Angmar.
Please don't be.
I see that you've met Siren.
Yeah, she has no idea what's going on. That's a problem. That is why I'm here.
No, she does know what's going on, and
She just told me she is not on a mission.
That's because she's been ordered to keep it a secret. Susan, were you not briefed on the secrecy of this? She's not supposed to tell anybody that she's on a mission.
Well, I was just standing there in the doorway, minding my own business, making sure everyone is working.
Trust me. Susan, if you're going to get the most out of her, I've worked with her before. You leave her alone, give her orders, and she returns with exactly what we need. We don't have to watch her, and in fact, if we do, we make matters worse. So, I suggest that was a solid introduction. Maybe you should let her do it.
I like her. She's fiery. We need that. You're kind of muted. But we're working on that. That's why I'm here. It's fine. I think you're great.
Wonderful. Now, so how is your intel gathering going? The last time I checked, you had nothing?
It's been a little rough, if you want to be honest right now, but I won't let you down. I will be your compadre. It's going to be great.
Good. I've gotten a contact. He's told me details about the security detail for the space elevator site. They've gotten me information as who is there. Lance is guarding it, heavily secured, and I'm trying to get access badges and uniforms. What was it that you were trying to do again? Out of character. Just want to refresh. I got information about
I failed at it, right?
Yeah, but it was I got information about the security detail and trying to get access and credentials. You were trying to reach out to somebody to get,
and I failed. So I'm scrambling.
No, but it wasn't that you were trying to get like outfits, or what was it?
I got the key cards, right, to get in. You guys already had the outfits. And then
No, we can get the outfits. That's what I said.
So yeah, because I had picked outfits and then decided to pick key cards. Yeah, I got the cards.
She did get the cards?
She did get the cards, yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A few, right?
And what did I get from Consuela?
You got jobs.
I mean,
you got
jobs.
I don't know. What did you get from
Consuela?
I got many kinds of jobs. All right.
You
very
got
diverse
called.
kinds of jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got that, and you got the credentials from your contact, right? Was that somebody else?
Yeah, she got the intel. It was intel. It wasn't even.
Yeah, my contact failed me.
Yeah.
Contact failed you, but you got gear, which you used to make.
Right. Okay, we're good.
Yes.
Okay, so
and I was like, yeah, totally. What happened? I forget. But that's okay.
So you have the credentials. I've gotten us the potential jobs. We'll be hearing back about that shortly. Siren is working on getting past the firewall for hacking into the space elevator. Again, let me reiterate, she's going to do her job. Just let her do her job. Aside from that, though, we need uniforms.
All right.
Frankly, this is going to take This is going to take both of us. I'm not quite sure where to go about this. We have the job, which might supply us with uniforms, but we're not 100% sure. I'll be honest with you, at this point, I'm thinking that I need to be there on this mission. I think I'll need to be
You don't trust your fellow?
Do you not want extra help?
I mean, I'm here to help you.
That's right, and I'm here to help you help me. So the best way that we can help each other is by actually helping each other and not sitting on the sidelines where we can't actually help each other. So would you allow me to help you by attending?
Okay, so hearing this absolute garbage going on next door, I'm gonna kind of like pack my deck under my arm, creep around the corner, and kind of knock on the door really quietly.
Oh, you want to come and chat now, do ya? Come on over.
Oh, sorry,
Do
I
you
was
need a
wondering.
drink? It's still over there.
I mean, you have legs. Angmar, I have I had an idea, and I don't know whether it fits with what the rest of the group is looking to do, but I had an idea that you might be able to help us with.
Wonderful. Susan, if you'll excuse me, and then I walk past her, walk into the room, and shut the door behind me.
I tap on the door slowly.
Probably right
Tap.
in Susan's face too. Like,
Tap.
she's probably
Tap.
about to follow you.
Tap.
I
Who
hit,
is?
I hit the
Tap.
lock on the door. I hit the lock on the door as she
I'll
said.
just be out here, just,
Go find us some uniforms.
just out here. I think I'm deaf in one ear. Not sure.
Perfect.
I'm gonna.
So, that's Susan.
Yes, she's wonderful. Why was she in my cupboard?
Well, I found it. She found her way to me before I had a chance to tell her to keep you so that you could do what you do best. I've told her now that you need time to focus.
I appreciate it a great deal. You understand what I do. You know the limitations. However, I had an idea. So, obviously, I'm looking to get some people into the space with the elevator, right?
Right.
But how is it that we're causing this accident?
We're still looking into options for that.
I got an option for you, but you might not like it, but I feel like you might like it. But it requires your help. Bear with me. So, what if I manage to break the elevator and convince the comms that are going on, the broadcasts that are going on from there, that they're still live, but they can get help to fix the elevator from a Teslamson representative. And the help from the Teslamson representative fucks the elevator beyond belief. It's super easy. All we'd have to do is tell them to, mess with the elevator in such a way that would cause it to be very, very dangerous. And then I flick a little switch, and of course the elevator crashes wonderfully. But in order to do that, I'd need a voice. I'd need a script. I'd need some way of being a charismatic and helpful employee of Amazon. That's not a thing I can do. God, I hate people so much.
I don't blame you.
You, on the other hand, are marvelously charismatic, right?
I suppose.
You know it. Let's not be silly. There we go. I heard it. So, what if we get Amazon to help these poor, stranded creatory, whatever it is that they do? Only the help comes from you, and it smashes the elevator in quite a nasty way. Tesla don't even know how to fix their own technology. What hope is there?
Do you have all the access, or will you have all the access to intercept the call and redirect it?
I'm working on it, but I mean, it's not anything that I'm particularly worried about. I feel like that's within my capabilities. We can get people in on site. I can run them through security, give them a little black space so that, they just walk along in a little bubble, turn things off, turn things on around them, easy peasy. In order to keep the broadcasts running, that's not a problem. I can probably jam them on so that they're constantly broadcasting and there is no way for them to disconnect from the server. If we're looking at crashing...
Siren, focus.
Yes. Sorry. So...
I need to know, simply, number one, can you get access?
That's the simple bit.
Good. Number two, if I am on site, how is that going to impact this?
This leads us to my other problem. So I will need some sort of script, some sort of voice in order to be a Tesla Amazon representative. And if I have some sort of rudimentary setup that I'm sure your new friend can get her hands on, if that's what, or whoever, one of your little men, we could broadcast your voice and do that way. I'm sure that's entirely a possibility. I'm a little worried if I'm in this position on my own. Because if I can't get back out again,
all right. Physical aspects of infiltrating the tower. Our current plan is to keep you away from the tower to do what you do.
Yep.
We have Elbreth and Kit on site right now, scoping out a good position.
Perfect.
Which leaves Susan to do whatever we need Susan to do. However, my question is, if we can hack this completely, are there any sort of physical demands of having some of us on site other than the contingency plan of blowing the whole thing sky high?
We absolutely need to make sure that plan B is in place. Absolutely we do. If Tesla Amazon throw up something that I can't deal with, and if Lance throw up something that I can't deal with, which they might well do. The other thing is, of course, I'm not overly familiar with what Lance may or may not have done to the place.
Do you know of any physical devices that can be implemented into their system being on site that we can attach to their system to weaken it for you?
That's not my style. That's not how we do.
Well, not you, but we have 3 potential people on the ground that can...
No, I understand that, but I don't do doohickeys and dongles. That's not how this works. We go along one cable and that's that.
Fair enough.
What exactly does Susan do?
Insult me. Susan was sent by Uplink to help. Since the last mission was questionable on the success, even though it was a great gain for Downlink and Uplink,
yeah,
they thought that I needed assistance, which frankly, her presence is difficult.
I mean, think about it this way. If you're with me, having a very hands-on role, that not only looks wonderful on you, but it leaves her to deal with Kit and the Madman, right?
What a wonderful duo that is. That's a buddy comedy from the 80s.
The Madman.
And Amar, like, I'm during all this, I'm like, I don't even budge. I'm just like, I know exactly what you mean. Ugh.
I absolutely think that an eye on them, an organizational voice here or there, keep us in contact, a runner in between would be absolutely useful. But no.
I missed working with you, Siren.
Came back for a reason. I feel like if we can frame Tesla Amazon for this very poorly, if we can show that their technology is not only poor, but they cannot fix it in any way, that they are so absolutely incompetent that they can, I think this is a good step.
I would agree.
Footfall there is wonderful. We'll need a runner in between because I'm going to be relying on you and to give me a visual of what's going on from their end. I can only see what I can see through cameras and lights. Another body is good.
We'll do our best to get the 3 on ground, keep them in constant contact. We'll have a runner in between and I'll stay with you. Worst case scenario, we leave them. We get out of Dodge. And we return back to report the failure was not on us. We did our jobs.
I can only do so much, and it risks my life every time I do. You're lucky I love it. You're lucky that I love it.
I think we all are in this point.
Quite. Well, I think we ought to let the coffee girl back in and we'll see what she says. Do you not think?
Let's have a little
She
fun
seems
with
sweet. She's going to be wonderful. I'm sure she is. Have a little faith.
It's in short supply these days. And I unlock and open the door.
All right, and that's where we're going to take our first break. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned for more TableStory Neon Scream coming up in just a little bit. And if you haven't done so, follow all these wonderful people. Do it now.
Right now. And join our Discord.
Aerobreath.
Elabreath.
neon scream. Hello. Welcome back. So we return to the scene of Siren and Angmar bringing this plan to Susan. Susan, what have you been doing while they've been conversing, by the way, in the room here?
I've just totally been just... Is there a way that I messaged everyone to come to the big meat room?
Everyone, or just the?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know that Kit and Elbereth, they went on their own sort of reconnaissance. I mean, you got that info.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, you can still do it.
Okay. You open the door, right? I'm just sitting here like this.
Right outside the door? Like, are you just staring at the door?
Well, I'm leaning against the wall across it. And I sort of am just like, can we do this now? Sort of face. Angmar.
Sorry, I'm good.
So who's all on this mission right now? Who do we have right now?
You've met everyone. This is Siren. This is Susan. You've met.
Hi,
Kit
Siren.
and Elbereth, Aerobreth, whatever the hell his name is. They're on a train up to the site to scope out a place for Siren to hack once we are on, once the mission begins.
Oh, that's great. See? You guys are doing great.
Slightly.
What do you feel like we need to do next, though? What is something that you guys need from me? What decisions do you want me to help with?
Well, we have something just for that right now.
So we've just been discussing. I had an idea. So you understand the mission, yes? I'm told you've been briefed and...
Actually, ladies, one moment here. Maybe we should keep this to the meeting room.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. Sorry.
I lead them, go back to the meeting room, and I look around to see... Actually, as we walk down, I want to just... What do I see around me as far as the people... Have I noticed a change or anything like that in the way that they're looking at me and responding to me?
The people in your warehouse?
My people.
Give me an assess, I think. Okay, that's an 11. So an 11 in regards to your sort of posse, your gang that you have.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask me. You get 3 hold for an assess.
Hold on.
It's under basic moves.
Yeah, I was just writing the hold down. Okay.
So you can spend up to 3 hold right now.
Ooh, okay. Who or what is in control here?
I think that your gang is definitely under a sort of strange confusion, for sure. They don't really know who to follow. I think from what you can tell, some are sort of trying to look at Susan as the leader here, and some are looking at you. I think Elo and Arthur are definitely still under the impression that you are in charge.
Okay. Where can I gain the most advantage in reference to securing my grip over my people?
I would say that a demonstration of control.
Perfect. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, and I'm gonna hold on to the last one.
Okay.
And as I escort the others down to the meeting room and open the door for them, I say, Siren, you can handle this presentation by yourself, correct?
Yes, sir, of course.
I have something I need to take care of. Susan, Siren will fill you in on everything you need to know. I'm sure that something valuable can come of this.
Okay.
So I let them in and I shut the door behind them. And I immediately head back to my office and call for Elo and Arthur.
Okay. Elo pops in Arthur shortly after. Elo says, "What's up, boss? Whip?"
Shut the door behind you.
You want it like all the way closed, or
Yes. All the way closed. Elo, you've been aware that there have been some issues amongst our people in regards to the Susan character appearing, correct?
I mean, there's trouble with me and her.
There's trouble with everyone in her.
I mean, boss, I gotta be honest with you. If if you weren't here, she'd be dead already.
If there wasn't a mission at stake, then she'd be dead already at my hand. So, take solace in that. I'm not going to let this festering thought plague the group, our people, anymore.
I mean, you know what I like to say, right? Kill them all, let Arthur sort them out. What? Clean up. Clean up? Clean up Never mind, Arthur.
Well, the good news is I have something similar in mind. Do you have anybody that you particularly don't enjoy other than our friend Susan?
I mean, I have a list.
That works for us.
I don't follow. What do you mean?
I want the most incompetent and lazy individual that you can find that is a part of Downlink here. I want you to bring that person.
Starts to look towards Arthur.
Ooh. God damn it, Whack.
Ooh.
Ooh. I look at Arthur and I go, Elo, he's the driver. He's useful.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, man. He's your goddamn partner. Oh, hell. Some nobody.
He does like one of these.
Some nobody. Somebody who is invisible. Somebody who has made a mistake before. Insignificant or major, I don't care. Find somebody, bring them into the gathering room, and then assemble everyone else into the room. We need to make sure that everyone understands that even though Susan is here to help with the mission, that is all that she is here to help with. We have a greater goal. Susan does not represent Uplink or our mission. And though I may not be okay with her presence and some of the decisions that our higher-ups have made up to this point, unfortunately, I will respect it in the name of the Ark.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I mean, nobody pops in my head right away, and he starts to like look towards Arthur again, like he's rethinking.
I crack my wrist and snap the whip a little bit.
Okay.
Go find somebody, anybody, I don't care. Meet me in the gathering room in an hour with everyone.
All right. So what I'd like for you to do, please, this is definitely a move. You would have to roll hit the street here.
Oof.
Because your gang counts as a contact.
Goobers, can you link your whip in the chat again?
Yeah.
They just want
So that chat doesn't
just wants
think you're
to
into
animate.
BDSM.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, okay, all right. Not with that whip, at least.
Oh, Shield. Back when you were good.
I could just watch that forever. Okay, but am I using this contact as I would a normal contact? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
That's the way that it says it in your move.
Right, no, I know that they're treated as a contact, but I'm not. That's fine. I'll roll. Okay, so hit the streets.
Would you get a assess advantage for this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's a good point.
One forward from your assess.
Always looking out for you.
Thank you. All right, come on.
I'm anal retentive with positives.
Okay, so that's a 9.
9. All right.
9. All right.
Mine is okay.
Okay,
Not bad.
so hit the street. Choose 2 from the list below. Your quest is going to cost you extra. Your quest is going to take some time to put together. Your quest is going to attract unwanted attention, complications, or consequences. Your contact needs you to help them out with something. If you turn them down, take -1 ongoing to this move till you make it right.
It's going to take some time, and they need a favor.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, so Siren, you and Susan made your way to the, I guess, meeting room, which is kind of like just an open area with a few tables and chairs thrown in it, and like a shitty coffee machine and some paper cups thrown in there.
Is there any way I can ask someone else that's walking around to go get us better coffee?
Oh, sure. Go ahead and yeah.
Can I have a megaphone?
You don't need one. But
Hello? Is there anybody down the hall? We need some more cafe. Thanks.
So go ahead and roll your fast talk, please. This is plus your style.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no, I don't have any style.
If she fails this, can you not move the mission clock forward for a fucking coffee? That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Don't be that
Dan has
guy.
fucking had it with this system,
Why?
dude. Dan is so over this fucking system.
Oh, man. You are the tool that I need.
God damn it. Oh, God damn it.
Oh,
God can't help us anymore.
Every day
So-
we move away from God's good grace. Because these wolves.
So, yeah,
that
nobody,
is fair, though.
nobody seems to respond to you just yelling down
Can
the
I-
hallway.
Can I just say never mind to that? Just like, just like, you know what? You're not thirsty. I'm not thirsty. This is fine. So what do you have planned? What are you working on? that you
So-
want to tell me.
Do you understand what it is that I do exactly? Have you been told what it is that I do?
You're super smart and you're a hacker and you can do all the things that many cannot.
I mean, the first one is a lovely compliment, not part of my skill set, but I'll take it. Yes, no, I'm a hacker. I had this idea because obviously we're meant to be framing Test Amazon for this. And I just kind of figured that if we could sort of intercept bits and pieces, then how do I words? Okay. So, what if we convinced the people in the lift that the lift is broken? We convince them that they're in a call with Tesla Amazon tech support. And we, as Tesla Amazon tech support, tell them how to break the lift in a way that is lethal. Or near enough.
Are we trying to not take the lift? Aren't we trying to?
Well, we have to fuck with these people. They're stupid AR jockeys. Like, nobody cares about them. They're fine.
All right.
But, you know, they're not particularly smart. They can stand in front of a camera and smile. It's, you know, no big issue. They're no great loss. But we have to make an accident happen with the lift and blame Tesla Amazon, right? So, what I sort of figured we would do would be to convince them that we were Tesla Amazon, and we could, in fact, convince them to fix the lift by themselves. Because, of course, if people are going up off of this, you know, then if there are any problems, the lifts are so good that, you know, a regular person can fix them. And instead, what they get is fiery ball of death.
So do you want us to get pretend maintenance crew to check on the lift? Is that what you're thinking? Or were you looking for something more lethal in getting to the lift?
Well, what I would need, somebody needs to put in our Plan B explosives anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to need eyes on whether people are moving their feet there. I can't watch all of the cameras all of the time if I'm doing other bits and pieces. So I need eyes there because Lance are going to be there. I need to make sure that nobody's going to interfere with these AR jockeys in the lift.
Okay. What do you need?
Okay, so I would need information on what makes the lift tick, how it works. I don't know how readily available that is, but that's a thing that I need. The other thing is I need a bit of time to work out what security measures they have in place and how I get through those, because I'm going to have to build little black spots where our friends and colleagues can step through security measures without being seen. They walk up to them, I turn them off. They walk through, I turn them back on. It's as if nothing happened. We need somebody in the middle of myself and them to relay when they can go and when I need them to stop. I can't be in contact with everybody. So I need a runner, I need information on the lift, I need some peace and quiet to work out how the hell I'm going to get into the security in the first place and what manner of security it is. I need a location nearby, and I need some kind of information on how the lift works. I know I'm asking a lot. I understand that. But this is a teensy bit outside of my normal scope.
Now, is there no way for you to find out any of the info?
Well, this is the thing. I can look into the security myself, and I can start working out where the flaws are in the security that I can, widen a little bit.
Do we know anyone that is familiar or kind of works with Tesla Amazon? Do you guys know? Do you guys work with anyone?
I mean, I used to know a tech that might know something about the way that the lifts are constructed and would know potentially how we break them from the inside, but I've been out of this a little while, just hobbying this for a little while.
It's all
I'll
right.
be straight with you. I'm a little bit concerned. Only a little bit. I am very good at
You're
what
not
I do.
asking for that much. We've got some pretty smart individuals here. You can do.
I've given you a list of about 7 things. I am terribly, terribly worried that without one of those 7 pieces, we are
You can
stuck.
do what you say you can do, right?
Yes, I absolutely can.
Then let me talk to Angmar and figure out who else we can use.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Where is he?
I think he's gone off for a meeting with some of his colleagues. Have you managed to touch base with the other 2? Perhaps that's a better start than speaking to Angmar directly. I feel like he'll be busy for another little while.
Yeah, where are Elbreth?
Oh, the Madman and Kit. They were going up to the location to go and scout it.
Okay. Have we heard back from them? Is there...
Are we stuck on the Madman and Kit? Because I feel like Kit and the Madman sounds better.
Kit
That
the
is such a
Madman.
fucking cop drama from the 80s.
Kit
and
the
I love
Madman and the aluminum turkey buzzard.
That's the sequel.
It's the sequel.
Say,
They got rid of the Adventures of Chaniolo. It's now Kit and the Madman.
It's literally because I don't remember whether we were actually introduced properly or not, or whether she'd have taken notice of that interaction or not. So it's like, yeah.
We were.
Yeah.
We were in the
Yeah.
same. You and I were.
No, sure. No, I understand that, but it's whether she would have taken notice of that or not.
Sure.
So it's Kit and the Madman currently. But yeah, no. Maybe touching base with them first would be a better plan than trying to speak to Angmar. I feel like he's going to be busy for a little while.
Okay. Well, thanks for the heads up. You keep doing your thing. If you need anything, let me know, and I'll let you know if I find anything.
I'll try. If the plan changes at all, please let me know, because once I get invested in things, you know.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm gonna find the 2. What is Kit exactly?
Oh, Kit's like an infiltrator. They're very good at it, from what I understand.
Okay.
The Madman is perhaps an escort of Fashion and Pfizer. I'm not entirely sure. But sure. Whatever.
All right.
I'll go back to my cupboard if that's all right with you.
Yep. You go back to your little closet.
If you need anything, please don't just unplug me. That's slightly dangerous.
You got it.
Mark first, rustle your coat, whatever it is you got. Many thank yous. So I'm going to pack up my deck. I'm going to walk back to my little cupboard. I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to try and get into the camera feeds for this entire office to work out where Angmar's gone.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Watch me flatline here. Watch this be the bit where I fucking flatline before
New
you
character soon incoming.
Okay. So, first thing you want to do is log in.
Okay, let me get the. Let me
doing
get
hacker stuff. Holy shit, it's happening.
Okay.
So I think we need to address a few things before we actually get to the actual hackers thing. We need to establish what the Matrix looks like and what your avatar looks like.
Okie dokie. So it's probably.
Since you're our first hacker, congratulations, you get to decide this shit.
Woo! So I always see it as so if any of you guys played the game Black Ice, where everything is kind of like everything is neon skeletons, everything is kind of very, very blocky kind of neon outlines of everything, and each individual thing is a different node that leads to a particular thing in the real world. So you can physically navigate through the real world by way of these sort of neon skeletal nodes. That's what we're dealing with. we're looking at somewhere that I can traverse quite freely, and I can almost like feel my way around node by node, so I know kind of what's in the vicinity and I know where everything is by what these nodes are, and lots of them are instantly recognizable to me.
Maybe
by
you,
what
like,
they do.
Hover like your hand or something with your avatar over it, you get some kind of like image of what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and there are things like, so security systems are either particularly shaped or particularly color coded depending on what they are. The same with camera systems and things like that. So if I'm looking for a camera system, I can kind of home in on what it is that I'm looking for within that space before having to go into specifics. So I know vaguely what I'm looking for before I get there, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. Neat.
This is the Matrix. I mean, it's
Neat.
meant to be representations for different things.
I linked some reference photos in our Discord if you need it.
Yep. And what does your character look like? What is Siren in the Matrix?
Thanks.
Siren in the Matrix is actually she's sort of like a vaguely human-shaped apparition. So think about like your traditional ghosts, and then drag the opacity like right the fuck down. She's like this blue sort of shimmer that's vaguely human shaped. She doesn't walk, she glides, that sort of thing. All sort of very quiet. It's very round for an environment that's very kind of angular.
Okay.
There's not much to define her. Jesus Christ.
That's fucking amazing.
I love how later in that video he goes on to scanners of the printers with the scanners on top and just slaps them. Okay.
Sorry.
But no, yeah, she's this sort of vaguely human-shaped light blue apparition that glides around. It's not that, she's definitely human-shaped, but there's no features she shifts.
Okay. So humanoid, sort of roundish, kind of shape, a bit contrary to what you see in the Matrix. Okay. Fair enough. So, go ahead and give me a login, please. Roll plus your synth to see if you can log in safely to Angmar's systems that he's got set up here.
So this is the problem with hackers, is that when we start this campaign and we have to have like, you put a 2 and a 1 and a 1 and a 0 and a -1. I have to use all of those. Like, I literally have to use all of them. There's not like, so, for weapons, you roll meat. So you just roll meat fucking repeatedly. I have to roll fucking everything.
Good luck.
Whew.
If you survive and level, you can put a +1 in something at least.
Yeah, we're just going to continue to do that. Okay. So roll synth, yeah?
Yes,
do I get it forward because I've worked in this office before? Be kind. It's my first go.
I'll tell you what. I'll roll for it. How's that?
All right.
Roll a 2d6. Let's see. No, you don't.
What'd you roll?
A 6.
Oh, I thought it was Snake Eyes.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Okay.
That's actually the sound of what happened when she tried.
So, I get to choose some stuff right away.
I hate this.
But the MC chooses to. Passive trace, ice is activated, an alert is triggered. Advance the active mission clock. Your access is restricted. Take -1 ongoing to matrix moves in the system while your access is restricted. Okay. So I think you kind of go into this with a sort of assumption that this is like a horseshit setup that Angmar's got going on, judging from the general look of this warehouse. It's just really shabby. The coffee machine is hot garbage. It's not even a Keurig. It's like whatever generic horseshit coffee maker you'd find like in a Walmart equivalent kind of store.
Came from Cost Mart.
Yeah, it came from like the convenience store down the street.
Nice.
Cost Mart.
And yeah, and you're surprised because it must have been partially invested in by Uplink. They put a little bit of resource into setting up a reasonable system.
Okay.
I think number one, you're going to take access is restricted. Take -1 ongoing matrix moves in the system while your access is restricted.
Sure.
And the other one you don't know.
God fucking, that's an ice, isn't it? Oh, I'm gonna flatline in my shit. Okay, well, it's fine. Okay,
So you dial into the address of Angmar's security.
can I put a program in my deck? Or is it too late to do that?
192.168.1. What?
Is it too late to put a program in my deck?
No, absolutely not.
Cool.
We'll assume
Can
that
I-
you had this set up.
Can I put identity? Wait. Yeah, can I put identity protection, please, on my thing? Because this is going to be hysterical if an alarm's gone off somewhere and the ice comes to get me and everybody's trying to work out who it is and I'm sat in a cupboard. Okay, cool. So we're going to load ID prop, which means I'm on stealth 4 out of 4. Cool. Okay. Because I have no idea how this works. I'm really excited. Okay.
It's almost like you're using this as a test run.
It's so funny because this is exactly how things work with me as the mechanic in our Starfinder thing. I don't have any idea what the fuck I'm doing, but me and Dan are just like, let's fucking see what happens. Shit.
Okay, so I'm going to so is it compromise security or manipulate systems if I want to look at the cameras going on around the office? I don't want to manipulate them, and do I want to manipulate them? Can we call it compromise security because they're the cameras? Also, my mind is it too.
Lockdown.
It would be compromised
Manipulate.
if somebody were to hack into something. It doesn't mean you have to manipulate them. It just means that you are into them.
Compromising its security.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's said.
Yeah.
Like, we are compromised, essentially.
Yeah, as long as you're just kind of going into the systems, I think it's going to be compromised.
Okay.
It'll be lockdown. That's the actual name of the program. It's lockdown.
No. This is a program that I own. So when I successfully compromise security, I get +1 hold.
Yeah.
But that's not the one I have loaded. I have ID protection loaded instead. Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
So
this is just your move of you trying to compromise the security.
Cool. Okie dokie. Let's try that.
So what I want you to describe the way that this happens as you enter the matrix, because this is probably not like a huge space. Like as you enter in 192.168.1.1, and
local address.
Yeah, you just get like the you get like the small space. Whenever you're surfing like the web and heading into the matrix, it's like a much grander space. But since this is a local network address, it's very much it's very much like a small confined kind of space that you can see. There's probably a few hubs and things that are around, and I don't know how they're represented for you, but it's a much smaller space than you're used to. There's only a few kind of hubs around.
Okay. So I'm gonna scout around quickly and see if I can see a hub that I think would be a camera hub.
Okay. Okay, so in front of you, there's several like box-like structures with various sort of like accents on them. They're outlined in a sort of different neon colors. You associate the red ones with like straight up security. The blue ones are sort of like basic operations, and there's probably like green ones that are like log in, log out points, something along those lines.
Okay. So I'm going to move over towards the camera one, and I'm going to start. I'm going to try and gain access to it to begin with. So that's my compromise security, yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll plus your mind.
Please. Oh, do I have to take -1 to it?
You do.
Oh, grim. Okay.
Okay, so that's a 9. That's an 8.
It's an 8.
8 on your.
So I gain 1 hold.
Gaining 1 hold. Yeah. So let's see here. What kind of stuff can you do with this? You may spend 1 hold to activate a security measure on that subsystem. This will almost always let you trigger or cancel an alert or activate or deactivate ICE, but nodes may have other options too. Compromised security will most often be useful to prevent or get yourself out of trouble in the Matrix. Let me just see, because we might have rolled the wrong thing here.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm sorry.
Systems. Routines activate or deactivate physical facilities, equipment, and systems such as door locks, lighting, emergency, and HVAC systems, and other automated systems. It might have been manipulate systems from what it sounds like.
That's synth, right?
Yeah.
Then I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Which is
A
the same
7.
thing.
Alrighty.
Oh, is it? Hang on. Yes, that's the same thing.
You may spend 1 hold to activate routines, or that's on that subsystem. Yeah, so basically, you currently can get access to the cameras of this space.
Okay, so I'm going to flick through to see if I can find Angmar's location based off of the cameras.
Okay, so you cycle through, and I think when you sort of do this, you probably like touch the node, and you can see like a screen kind of like pop up that's maybe outlined in a sort of red outline floating off from the wall, and you see various like screens like cycling through. You can see Susan, I guess. It looks like she's trying to talk to somebody on her iPhone. You can see her fingers like up to the side of her head. She's maybe trying to dial a number or just try to text somebody or something. You swipe through. You can see that there is an image of the creepy looking guy, Elo. It looks like he's trying to talk to this one person that is I'd say probably like a little bit taller than him, kind of gangly looking, a bit wiry, and it looks like he's kind of like stabbing them with his finger on their chest.
Oh, okay. And I recognize Elo, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna sit tight for a minute, and just keep an eye on where Elo goes after he's done dealing with this guy.
Okay. So essentially, Elo looks like he's sort of giving this person like a stern talking to, and from what you can tell, they look like they kind of acquiesce, and Elo then grabs him by the arm, and then he gets kind of close to them, and he like wags his finger like in their face, and he takes out his machete and just kind of like gleans the light like a little bit, and it just kind of flashes like towards the camera.
Okay.
Ooh.
No, I sit tight. I know what I'm waiting for, and I sit tight. I'm gonna keep watching.
Okay. So he does that, and he does this kind of thing where he's like, and they just kind of like nod their head and put their hands up and back away.
Okay. I'm gonna flick through then and see if I can find Angmar, because that wasn't what I was waiting for.
Okay. Swiping through. You get a look probably of maybe like the front area, like the entranceway. There's not a ton of cameras here for sure. Angmar would definitely not have one in his office.
No.
You can't seem to find him.
Okay, so then I assume that he's in his office, yeah? Okay. So I am going to very quickly move away. I'm going to find the locking mechanism for his office, and I'm going to lock him in his office.
Sure.
Oh,
So you like push the screen back into the rectangle, into the cube-like construct, right?
Fuck off, Goobs. I'm practicing. Leave me alone.
You want to die? What the fuck?
I'm practicing. Shut up.
So you push the screen into the wall. You push the screen into the wall, and it sort of just recedes back in. You look for the node that is going to be the straight up like the locks and things.
Yeah.
When you do, you can notice that there is something moving.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Yeah.
They look like spiders
Yeah.
with red lines on them.
Oh, no. I mean, that could be worse because they've got red lines on them. I don't know what that means, but it could be better. That could have been
They're
so much.
about half your size, and they start moving towards you. You recognize this as ice headed your
How many
way.
of them are there?
Can you do me a favor and
two.
just say what ice is really quick so that we
Sure. Ice is basically a construct made by the Matrix. They are security programs, essentially. They're autonomous programs designed to prevent infiltration and damage to a Matrix system.
Is it powered by Norton?
It's actually Watson powered.
Powered by Watson.
Okay. McAfee.
Oh, why? How did that survive?
Okay.
You'll never uninstall them bitches.
Okay. I'm gonna look for a building services node and try and deactivate this ice that's now coming for me.
After the break, let's take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Oh my god.
See you nerds in 3 to 5.
Welcome back, everybody, to Neon Screen. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, wait, that wasn't a honk. Shit. That was the worst honk ever. There we go.
Oh my god, I could blow up this.
Okay.
I just want to watch Goobers do this for the next 2 hours. Wait.
Will we survive if he does?
Does that disintegrate ice? Because, like,
So you're saying there's a chance.
that breaks the ice, right?
We'll see. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Because we're going to head back to Kit and the Madman.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Kid the Madman.
Oh, actually, I think we had another. This one.
Oh,
There we go.
oh
This is-
no.
Oh,
This is the one. This is the song that plays when a character of mine dies.
You
Here we
know
go.
when they say that anxiety is like hearing boss music but not knowing where the boss is?
This.
Yep.
Playing a campaign with Wacksteven. It's a beautiful
this
day out.
begins-
Dun, 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 like in the
Oh,
background.
fuck, man.
Like-
So, 2 more of this same person walk through the door. 2 different hairstyles, one with short hair, shaved on the sides, just a long cut on top. It's kind of, I guess, like loose. It's not in a ponytail. There's a few strands of hair that are coming down in the front and on the sides. Both wearing leathers. Both have the same kind of face to them. The other one has probably buzz cut, just a straight up like buzz cut. You can see that they have different weapons, but they are carrying weapons. One of them has a pistol. The other one seems to have the same kind of submachine gun, Uzi style weapon that the other one did. They have they have swords at their hips, and they kind of like are looking around, like they come through the room, weapons ready.
The second the door closes, I'm dropping down behind them and shooting the first guy behind us, or going specifically for which one's the SMG guy?
I'll roll for it. Hi,
Hey,
he's in the,
I
he's in the
guess
back.
I'm not doing what I thought I was going to do. That's fine.
What were you gonna do?
Doesn't matter anymore.
High is in the back. Low is in the front.
Okay.
Hi, he's in the back.
All right. He's the first person we're popping as we fall down again.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
there is no. Well, I would argue. I guess you assess the bathroom.
Yeah, he assessed the bathroom. Yeah, absolutely.
No,
this
no,
is
I didn't.
good.
No, I didn't.
did.
I did my stealth roll, and that let me use assess questions. I didn't assess it.
Ah.
Oh, you're right.
So I don't get any
I
forward or
assessed
any of
it.
that
You
shit.
did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you assessed it, not me.
Jay. There's the Canadian we've been looking for.
Sorry.
Oh, hey there. Sorry, bud.
Sorry.
You don't want to be dishonest, you know.
So, you drop down behind. Give me a mix it up, please.
Oh well, I mean,
That's an 8.
Now,
Okay.
before he does that, can I have a question about his move?
Uh-huh.
Would you have considered him slipping away and me losing him a covert entry into the ceiling?
that's what I was trying to fight for before, but Wax said
You're right,
no.
but you've already escaped. Okay, I was wondering. Fair enough. I just was curious if that
I was hoping because it would just be like,
Well,
I take
'cause
out
you
that guard
escaped
and that guard and that guard and that guard.
right. Well, secondarily, you did escape me, and so I don't even know where. I didn't know where you went.
Elbereth, what are you doing? I assumed you dragged this guy into the booth. What did you do?
Yeah, so I already had dragged him into the booth, and
Because I think you pat this guy down.
I got the drug. I put it in my pocket.
Give me. Now the reason I'm asking is this:
Sure.
before we resolve Kit's thing, I need to know where you are in the situation.
Right.
So I would like you to act under pressure. Let's see
Just
how.
to kind of determine where I am.
Yeah, where you are.
Sure. I'll add my assess forward. I can't leave this bathroom if I
If you
want to.
do it, no problem. Then I will say that you get to help Kit.
Okay, sure.
That is an
Oh,
11.
it's a bus! Baby bus!
Now,
Yeah.
roll plus your links with Kit.
Man,
You have the option of helping them.
they say Whack isn't a kind DM.
Okay, so I'm rolling my plus links forward because I'm still in the bathroom acting on a lot of things, or no?
Yes.
Okay. That's a 9.
Oh, so close.
Okay, so
I think that still aids, though,
you're
right?
implicated in the
Yeah.
results of the other character's move and may expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost, but that is a +1 to Kit's move,
It makes
which
it a
gives
9.
Kit a 9. Okay.
So would me aiding him be the idea of me popping out and firing at the same time, effectively? Because that's what I would do.
yes.
Like
But
aiding.
you don't get to roll for that. That
Sure,
is
okay.
part of the help move. So
Right.
Kit, you have to do your mix it up stuff. So you get
Yeah.
to pick 2 from the mix it up list, and we decide where to progress from there.
Something of value breaks, and I make too much noise. I take harm as established by the fiction. No relevant mission clock. Fuck that. Something of value breaks, and I take harm. Fuck the mission clock.
Good man!
I am more expendable than our mission
Oh, I
clock.
don't listen clock! That'll worse!
If I die, at least the mission clock doesn't go up.
The first season of this show, they were just like, yeah, just do the mission clock.
Mess them up!
Yeah, then we got
I don't want to get hurt.
as hard as we could. We got fucked by every company.
Okay, so you're gonna take harm from these 2 guys. I basically, I guess what happens is you drop down, pop your shots off. Elbereth, what weapon do you have?
So for this, he tossed me a machine pistol. I'm not using his machine pistol because I'm not used to that. I'm used to my flechette gun.
Okay,
So I
so
tossed you a silence pistol, to be fair.
That's fair, but the flechette is also
Yeah.
not loud.
Oh,
it's just
okay,
it's just kind of the thump.
Oh,
With the door shut, it should be fine. Hence, it's because it's not loud.
Just to,
So
just,
when they
to clarify real quick, I'm kind of like last time. I'm killing the guy as I'm coming down, and the other guy's the one that's shooting me, right? Because that was the hope upon killing it.
we're gonna establish what
Okay.
happens here.
And I will ask, just because of how gun mechanics work, Whack, would a silenced machine gun be louder or the same as a flechette?
Louder.
The silenced gun would be louder as a
Yeah, it's
flechette.
like a car door slamming.
Then I'm absolutely using my flechette because it's quieter
Yeah.
and it's more
A
dangerous.
silencer is like a really bad. It's a misnomer.
Suppressor.
Yeah, it's really called a suppressor. It
Right.
sounds like a car door slamming.
Yeah, it's
That's
still
what-
quieter and it won't
It's
make
just so
as
that you can shoot a gun without ear protection. That's it.
Yes.
It's still loud as shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's not the James Bond like.
yeah.
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 So
Not like that.
I'm definitely using my flechette.
Okay, so a flechette is almost like a spring-loaded like dart gun, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Um,
not pretty.
Yeah. So I think what happens is, Kit, you drop down, go for the shot. One of them must catch your reflection or something in the mirror, and just quickly like turns. You're shooting and they're shooting at the same time. The one with the machine gun, the submachine gun, is going to shoot at you. The one that's looking straight ahead is going to shoot and miss Elbereth.
Okay. That's fine. As long as he doesn't take damage, that's fine.
Yeah. And I think when you land, I think something of value breaks. Let's see here.
I think I have Cyber Eyes, so that's really.
Which they're already off.
It's going down.
It's true. It's true. And
I
they
already
can still
broke your
break.
Cyber Eyes.
Right? They can still break. They're just off. But that are my weapons. That's the only.
So these two are in trouble.
I also
Siren's
have
in
your
trouble.
pistol. I have your pistol as well.
Angmar's in trouble-ish.
No, Angmar's
I'm just
fine.
trying to find
I'm not
everybody.
fine.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So I think that you got like a. I think your gun jams after it's shot. It just straight up jams on you, Kit. And you can feel yourself like get hit by these shots from this SMG. These guys are not wearing armor. What kind of damage does your gun do?
That one was Bosco. That one was 2 damage. The silenced semi-auto pistol.
Okay, so
I've marked it as jammed.
You pop the guy with the machine gun in the back. He goes down. Richard, your flechette gun. What damage does that do?
Mr. Vang's flechette gun does 3.
Richard, God damn it! God damn it!
To be fair, it's been like 8 months of Richard.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
2
he was
weeks
there from
of
very
Bang.
beginning.
Right?
So was
What's that, Jan? I can't see you.
I know. I'm so sorry. He's drinking
Someone
from
send
my.
him a twinkle tush.
He's
Hey,
drinking
listen,
from my mug.
We're lucky we're not seeing any cat hole right now. Okay.
I mean, it's very close. Oh God.
Especially with a black cat, it's like cat hole.
Well, it's the eye of Sauron. Let me tell you.
It just like starts like speaking in Orcish when you look at it. Like, oh God.
Elbereth, you blast this guy, hit him. I think probably like right in the neck, just like.
Oh.
You see like this, like blood just kind of like start to pour out. It bubbles. Almost like hit the trachea. Yeah, they fall to the ground.
You're having a problem.
I gotta take harm. How much harm do I take?
Yeah. I'm trying to look that up
sorry.
quick. You are gonna take.
It's an SMG, right?
This
They're
is
usually
2
3.
harm.
Oh, okay.
It's the same as your
So
sub.
roll, and then I add 2 onto the harm.
Well, what's your armor?
I have no armor.
You have
Oh,
0
you
armor.
Discreet,
Nope.
Though. I thought
Don't
you
you
had
have
you have discreet.
One more time. You guys both cut out.
Discreet.
Discreet.
Armor.
Nope.
thought you had-
Nope.
You
It's
have the
just
stealth
it's
suit.
just stealth. A stealth suit is
He
just
doesn't have
+1
shit.
to being. Yeah.
I remember
We
this
are
now.
just
Okay.
meant to go in and
Yeah.
find shit.
So, yeah, you take 2 harm.
2 harm. Okay.
Yeah.
Harm suffered. Roll. There's my roll,
Uh-oh.
and there's my.
That's
harm.
bad.
Ooh, that is bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
That's
a 10.
That's a 10. That's
10.
not good.
Uh-huh.
That's not good. Alrighty. So under peripheral basic moves. 10. Choose one. You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. Take the full harm of the attack before it was reduced by the armor. If you already took the full harm, take an additional one. Lose the use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired. Lose a body part, arm, leg, or eye.
Ooh. Which one? Sorry. Oh, this is 10 plus. Okay. Sorry. I was like,
When you
7 or 9.
choose, yeah.
Full harm of
Yeah.
attack. Oh, I'll take +1 harm again. I'll go up to 3. I don't mind that.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
So just to clarify on harm here, when you take 3 harm, this is like a pretty bad injury that you've taken.
Yeah.
This is definitely not like an easygoing kind of injury. These are serious injuries, major cuts, bullet wounds, and bone breaks. Normal people will be in shock and waiting for EMTs. Hardened veterans will keep going.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine it's like a close hit to the chest or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you've taken a shot.
Yeah.
You know, and this gun that they shot definitely went off and made some noise.
Okay, there's one more of them. This is not great.
Okay.
You're
Do
not
we wait?
looking so good, kid.
We're fine.
Are you?
Do we wait?
There's one more. We will probably take them out.
Gonna peek out the door real quick and see the general hiding, hopefully, while peeking out the door. But
Okay. Give me an assess, please. Roll plus your edge.
10.
Hey!
Okay.
Boss,
Free
baby!
hold. Ask 3 questions from the list, or you can ask up to 3 questions from the list. It's up to you.
What potential complication do I need to be wary of?
The people have definitely heard this confrontation. I think that there's like a few people that are kind of screaming and making their way towards the exits, sort of like in a panicked haste.
Okay, what is my best or our best way in and out past the crowd here to mingle?
I think you said it yourself, mingling with the crowd.
Okay. I mean specifically getting to the crowd. Sorry, like, are there any threats kind of type deal on the way to the crowd? Can we just bolt from the bathroom and get in there, or?
Yeah,
it doesn't look like
how
there's any immediate threats. I mean, merging with the crowd as they're kind of like running from the situation.
Okay.
Probably is your best way. I mean, I don't really know that there is another one.
Okay. And what do we notice despite an effort to conceal it?
Cameras. There's
Okay.
definitely cameras.
Cool. Yeah, we were already thinking that. Cool. So we're gonna pop back in real quick and go. We have to go
We have to go.
with the crowd.
I was not disagreeing with that at all.
Okay, we'll cause a distraction, and we pull out the shotgun and just like pump it twice and shoot twice
I
off.
think we could probably.
No,
Okay,
one pop and then running to the crowd.
great.
I like as I'm passing one of the bodies, I grab one of their swords.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. I forgot about the swords.
Okay. So you
and-
kind of it's sheathed. It's not like a long sword. It's like it looks to be the equivalent of I think it's a wakizashi.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Like if I need to, I just like loosen his belt, pull the straps out so I can actually just have the whole thing, and then like run out behind him with that.
Yeah, we're sprinting to the crowd, hoping that the shots just kind of sent everyone into an even further fervor.
Okay. Roll your act under pressure.
Okay.
And I think this is going to be with we'll say a 1 forward.
Okay. And on the way, we are texting.
You don't have a phone unless you had a backup.
Fuck yeah, iPhone. God damn. All right. Act under pressure.
Smashed in the bathroom.
Thank you for reminding me. Act under pressure
Yes.
with 1 forward.
Can I aid him with that at all?
I mean,
what
can we
is
aid
he
each other
trying to do?
here, or
So how are you trying to help him?
So what are you doing specifically?
we are running to the crowd? I mean, you could probably very visibly see that, like, we get to the crowd, and even as we get to the crowd, we immediately start to mimic them and
Which is
scream
just panic.
and or
Well,
panic.
yeah.
and
If
or,
if
you
it's
know.
panic, Elbereth as he's running out is just like, oh my god, there are people shooting!
So you're trying to do your best impersonation of Jen. Okay.
I'm still gonna roll this real quick.
I know that-
8 on the act.
Where's my shoe?
Okay.
I mean, is that enough to, or is it just like aiding him doesn't seem to help regardless because it's not going to bring him up to a 10 or
Yeah.
anything.
But if
Yeah, but
Elbereth,
you already declared that you'd like.
I know it's true. I'm more just
So
stating.
go ahead and let's see if you're involved.
9. Oh wait, no, there's no forward. Is there a forward for that
there is a
still?
forward.
No.
If I have not for my assess,
Nope.
either out in the crowd earlier or in the bathroom.
Oh, is my forward
For
from my
me,
assess?
I
I'm
think
talking
it's a
about my
different
forward.
situation now.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say how do I get a forward, but you don't. But I guess is mine from my assess?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so since the crowd has changed outside in this area,
Yes, the
different.
situation has changed. Yes, the atmosphere has changed.
Fair enough.
Okay, so that's going to be 5, 7, 8 for you, Kit, plus 1 from Elbereth. Gives you a 9 on your act under pressure. You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The MC will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. So the crowd is moving quite actively. Everyone's kind of running. You guys blend in with the crowd, but out of the corner of your eye, you can see that the remaining person, the remaining clone, sees you. They're stuck in the crowd and they're trying to get through, but they definitely see you. On the other side of the gate, it's got those teeth gates, you know, like on the subway where you have to like push your way through. And it's got the revolving door through it, and everyone's just trying to cram their way through like as fast as they can. There's some kind of like bullet train agent or whatever that's on the other side that's like trying to get everybody to like calm down, but it's just not working. They're just freaking out and screaming.
Calm
and trying to run through. Yeah. And you guys are with the crowd, but you can see that this person sees you. Okay. And you guys kind of like go up the escalator or whatever that's on the other side. Everybody's kind of funneling and still like running up the escalators. You can see that the person is like behind you, like in with the crowd, and they're like trying to scream, but you can't hear anything over the noise of the crowd. Meanwhile,
This back at the ranch bullshit, man.
We head back into the Matrix.
Hello.
Oh, is there like a sound we can make?
Although she's cozy in the plane. Hello.
Hello there, I'm in the Matrix.
Hello. Hi, I'm
Snuggled up
in
in the Matrix.
Oh, don't! This blanket is a mermaid tail. It's the best thing. This is my favorite blanket. It's actually a little mermaid tail with little fins on the bottom.
It's like a mermaid snuggie.
Yeah.
So, inside the Matrix, there are two of these spider-like ice things headed your way. What do you do, Siren?
Okay. So, they're looking to engage me. Either trigger an alarm, trace my location, or like sever a connection. They're here to like damage me, so I need to shut them down. So as far as I'm aware, the way that I do that is I go to find a building services node that would house the security, and I need to shut that security down. So that's what I'm gonna look for.
There is a move called Melt Ice.
Okay.
When you attempt to evade, destroy, or disable an activated ice construct,
yes,
roll
that one.
Edge.
Oh, God alive. Right, okay.
So
that's still not my character sheet.
You can try to evade them, you could try to destroy them, or you could try to disable them.
All the same roll, though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and disable them because I want this office well protected still, but I don't want them to kill me. Just shaking your head. Look, I'm practicing. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So, edge. Yeah.
This is plus your edge. Yes.
Do I still get the -1?
You do. Okay, that's 7. a 7. 7 plus, you evade, destroy, or temporarily disable the system. Your choice, you disable them. 7 and 9, the system successfully executes a routine before you can disable it. Alrighty. So...
what's it gonna be, boys?
It's definitely gonna be to... trigger an alarm.
Oh, this is fun. Okay, so they trigger an
all
alarm.
of the Matrix construct nodes kind of get lit up, and you hear this like
Okay, but I've shut down the ice.
Yeah, you see them like
okay. So now I'm going to disable the alarm.
What's going on outside?
Oh, yeah. You've got some kind of notification for sure that someone's trying to break into your system.
God damn it. So I picked this up immediately.
I don't know if you've got like a, like
I've got an iPhone.
He
your
gets like an
iPhone.
email that's like, your account has been hacked.
Was this you? Don't respond if it was.
Yeah.
Thanks, Google. So I get that notification, and I have like backup protocols for like if there's an alarm or something like that, like hacked or breached or something like that. There's simply just a button under my desk, very much like the bank teller button, like in a counter alarm kind of a thing. Like I press the button, and then the lights change from red to orange or to blue or something like that. And that means that every single person locks every door. That means that whatever you're doing is put on hold. Guns are out and ready. Everyone is going to be ready for inspection and prepared to be questioned about what's happened. Probably somebody's going to die.
Okay. Absolutely.
Good. This is wonderful. I'm really glad.
Absolutely. So the general kind of alarm goes off.
And I'm out to go find Susan. So I leave my office to go find Susan.
Yeah, Susan, you hear this alarm start to like go off. You probably have no idea what the fuck this means. There's probably a few people around in the meeting room like, holy shit, what's going on? Is that the security alarm?
Oh, great.
And then if it clicks to blue lights, that means that they should all know, like their protocol kicks in and they should know there's no talking, just everything's locked down.
Okay, so Elo and a sort of wiry-looking person walk into the meeting room. I guess rush into the meeting room there, Susan. There's two other people inside, probably chatting amongst themselves, and they go to the. There's two doors into this meeting room.
Okay.
One, let's say on the north side, and one on the south side. Almost looks like an S, like on its side.
Mm-hmm.
It's shaped like that. So Elo and the other person walk in from the north side. Elo immediately like closes the door, and you hear him like lock it. He says, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "What the hell's going on?"
I'm writing notes. Yeah, what is happening? What did you do?
I didn't do shit. That's a security alarm. That means we've been compromised.
And then I think for a minute. You zip it, sit. I'll be back. We're gonna fix this. Shh.
Protocol.
It's gonna be fine.
Protocol has it that we lock the doors down. We don't leave until the whip has his opportunity to check and speak to everybody inside.
So we're stuck in here? I can't even go check?
Right. Unless you want to talk to the whip.
To the whip.
Yeah.
Angmar's whip?
Who else?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
All right. Door's right there.
Oh, God.
I love how that was like half whack, half elo. like, are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
What? It's my job to make sure we're all okay.
We're all going to die in here.
Hey, listen, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's a great idea.
Do you always have security breaches like this? Is this such an occurrence that you're used to hiding under the table?
I've never hid under a table in my life. I want to
Well,
make
you're-
it clear right now.
This room is your table, Elo.
So it's like a metaphor? You think
Something.
I don't know what a metaphor is?
Listen, I don't know you. You don't know me. You seem like a nice dude, guy, friendo.
I'm not a nice
Is
dude.
that what the kids are saying these days? The dude gay? Listen, I need to find out what's going on. I need to talk to Siren.
Who the hell's Simon?
Are you hungry? Are you hungry, Elo? Do you need a sandwich?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, you seem a little off.
Because the fucking security alarm is going off.
So
What's
why
wrong
are
with
you panicking?
I'm not panicking.
We have to stay calm. Okay? Super calm. That's a security thing. We have to talk to the girl in the cabinet about it because I don't know how this works.
Listen, the door's right there.
Then listen, you keep your whip to yourself.
Elo's looking at the wiry guy, and this guy's like, I don't know.
Were you supposed to bring the coffee? That doesn't matter. Okay, just go sit down. I will handle this. I'm just like, the fuck am I supposed to do? My first instinct is to go see Siren and be like, listen, hacker lady, what is happening?
FYI, just
What?
for context's sake,
Yeah.
the lights are very similar to what I have in this room right now, except for maybe purple, it's blue.
So they just switched to blue?
It's all the lights are off except for low blue lights, and you don't know it yet, but you might hear it. I'm just walking around the hallways with the whip out dragging. And I'm just prowling around to look for anybody who is somewhere they're not supposed to be. My whip is burning holes in the ground and just
The
looking
furrow that's
around.
being dragged behind.
I'm
As
about to
cruising through
die.
the hallways.
Elo.
Yes?
Do you know how to talk to the whip?
I open my mouth and words come out.
Okay,
What
put your
the
head
fuck
out
are you
door.
trying to get at?
Come here. Put your head outside this door.
I'm not doing shit. What are you talking about? You just told me to go sit down. I'm gonna go sit down. I think that was a good idea. That's what we're supposed to do when the security alarm goes off.
So when does it go on? Off. You know what I mean?
When the whip does an inspection. I've never seen it go off before.
Then how do you know what to do?
Because we were trained.
You can be trained? Okay. This is good to know. Just think positive there, Elo. I believe in you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down now.
That's what I told you to do. I'm telling you, it's a great idea. Just have a seat, and I'm gonna walk over to the door and put my ear next to it by where the crack would be. Because, yeah, you said the whip's outside, so I'm gonna try to listen.
Yeah, you hear this like
Thing.
kind of noise.
I get my gun. I don't think I've ever seen the whip, right?
Well, you went on a mission with Angmar before.
Right.
I'm
Then
pretty
you know
sure
what? I'm
used
just
the
going
whip.
to sit by the door with the gun. but right next to the door, and sort of wait a moment and hear if it comes closer or not.
Okay, Angmar, where are you headed?
All right. I want to check the exteriors first, all exits and potential entryways first. Check those doors, make sure they're locked. While I'm going through there, I'm making sure that any personnel that's near them is in the correct stance and position. They're guns loaded, pointing at the exit doors, and just holding up there and just watching and waiting. As soon as I see that, I walk away and I move on. Everything's been clear at that point. I am moving now through. I checked my office is already good. And I'm checking the main area where all the computers are, where we would normally have a lot of personnel taking care of, the small little tasks that we need them to do. I'm walking through there, looking at the computer screens to make sure that there's nothing that I can see that's obviously like tampered with and fucked with. There's not. And I want to make sure that all of the personnel that that actually nobody should be in there. And then so from there, I would move to the meeting room.
Okay. So yeah,
That's where I am.
Yeah, it takes a little time for Angmar to get there, Susan. But let's go back to Siren.
New plan. I am excited. Okay, fuck shutting off the alarm. Fuck disabling the alarm. Do you know what we're gonna do? So I'm gonna go and have a look at the alarm, because I know from my training there that the lights will dim and be blue, and there'll be an alarm going over. And what I'm going to attempt to do is change the lights to flash blue and red and make wee woo wee woo wee woo sounds across all of the speakers all the way through the building.
Okay.
I hate that. That's actually really smart.
It sounds like you're trying to do compromise the. No, this is manipulate systems.
Cool.
This is definitely manipulate systems.
Are you trying to make a siren?
Go ahead and roll plus your sin.
Fucking kidding me, Dan.
I
I will remove you.
Don't explain jokes, Dan. Come on.
She made it first. I just read between the lines.
I wanna find
I just said it.
There you go. Right. What was I actually meant to be doing instead of pressing lots of
Plus your
buttons?
synth.
Plus my synth. Okay.
Hey!
Gain
I
three
get a
hold.
-1 to it. It is only a 10. I get a -1.
Oh, correct. Still
Sorry.
doesn't matter. It's still 3 hold over the subsystem you are manipulating. You may spend 1 hold to activate routines on that subsystem. Yeah. So we're going to say that it's 1 to change the light color, 2 to get the siren to play, and 3 to alternate the lights.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, that is absolutely what I'm going to spend my hold to do. Not disable the alarm in any way, shape, or form, and not be useful in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to make the lights go red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. I'm going to play a siren noise over the top, and then I'm going to log the fuck out and go and look at what chaos I have caused.
Awesome. All right. Now you actually have a log out move. You got to jack out.
This is the one that worries me.
Got to roll plus your cool to jack out. When you, your programs, or your deck are about to be damaged by ice, you can try to jack out. Roll plus your cool.
Wait.
But
second.
I'm not being damaged.
Yeah.
I'm
That
just
says-
leaving.
That says when she's
Most of
being
the time, nothing stops you from jacking out. Use this move when you attempt to sever your own connection. So you don't have to do that. You just
No.
jack out.
I can just jack out.
Yep.
Cool. So
That's so
I'm-
much better than I thought originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
So I'm gonna jack out. I'm gonna take my little cable out. I'm gonna put my deck back together again, have a little grin, and I'm gonna open my door and step right the fuck out into this glorious, glorious chaos that I have created.
Angmar, The siren has changed. The alarm is now a big clusterfuck. What do you do?
Oh, this is just the worst and best thing that could have happened. Okay. When Siren opens the door, I'm standing right there.
Oh. I am... Boss. I still remember how to do it. Isn't it wonderful? And I didn't take any damage. The deck is all perfect. I mean, the cabling is...
Stop talking. You're lucky. You've just given me an excuse.
I mean...
Follow me.
I felt your man needed a little help.
I walk out. And I walk back towards the meeting room, hopefully with Siren in tow.
Yeah, I'd follow on your heels.
Oh, it's about to get real. Okay. I come up to the meeting room door. And at this point, I'm going to try to, with my own, like, information, turn the siren and everything off. And just set it back to normal.
Thanks.
Is that possible?
I appreciate you.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I appreciate... Can I actually have wheels, please? Yes, that is what it... That's now what it looked... Fuck what I said it looked like.
So I'd like to turn the sirens back to normal. Or the everything back to normal. Is that possible?
Their security system. Also, you're muted, Whack.
You're muted.
Probably not easily.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, so... Yeah. I look at Siren and I say, if I give you the protocol, or if I give you the access information, you're going to turn this system off, you're going to reset it, and I'm going to trust that you'll never do that again.
So...
And I shoot her the security system info. Log in, password, everything. I say, turn it off.
So, I get my deck out, I plug myself in, and using the protocols that he's given me, I'm going to head back into the Matrix, hopefully a little bit safely.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to do the rolls for this one, since you're actually using the normal way to log in and not actually hacking.
So, I'm gonna reset as much as I've. So I'm gonna turn the ice back on. I'm gonna, reset the alarm system to what it should be. And then I'm gonna go into I'm gonna change the lock code for Angmar's office.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right, fuck it.
And I just need to bring up a mobile keypad so I know what I'm changing it to. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna access the lock for his door specifically, his office door specifically, because I imagine that he has to key into it somehow because it's his office, right?
Yeah.
Does
so
that
go
make
ahead
sense?
and roll plus your mind to compromise security.
Yep. I don't have the -1 anymore, right?
Correct.
Perfect.
In fact, I'll say you get a plus. You get a +1 here.
Well,
So
I mean,
that's an 11. So.
okay.
You basically deactivate his door lock, change the code, and then you have one extra hold. I guess, do you want to lock it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna lock his door, and the code is gonna be let me make sure I'm spelling this right. 8928.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna lock his office, and then I'm gonna jack back out again.
All right. Hop back out of the Matrix. Angmar, where are you headed next?
God damn it.
You've missed working with me. Yeah, no, it's all fixed, all sorted. Everything's put back exactly how it should always have been. I apologize. I felt I needed a little bit of practice. And as I say, I've made a few improvements to your alarm systems and your lock systems and things to make sure that, everybody carries the right protocol from here on in.
Just follow me and shut up.
Sir.
So, I keep moving and I'm heading to the meeting room. In the meeting room, I'm standing on the edge of the door, but I'm not on the door. I'm like, if there's like the concrete on the side for the wall, then there's the door right to my right, and I just kind of pound on the door. I go like, alarm's over! Unlock it!
So, Susan, you're right next to the door that Angmar is banging on.
Did you put your whip away?
Yes, it's away.
Just my gun away. Open the door. Do you both want to tell me what's going on?
Yes, I would. And in
Elo
fact,
actually took
we're going to
direction.
inform everyone.
There's so many things going on. Sorry, what was that? What?
Siren, can you grab Elo and his friend here and meet me in the gathering room? Head there.
Of course. Not a problem.
Susan, come with me. I'll explain everything.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk... I'm going to walk to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to walk inside the meeting room, and I'm going to wait for them to leave.
Okay. So, I'll open the door, step through.
Elo,
The pair of you, if you wouldn't mind.
Elo says, what the hell's going on?
I'll explain everything to you in a moment, Elo. We're all good now.
All right. Whip, this is the person we were talking about.
I don't care. Bring him with you.
Can I talk to you for just a second?
This better be important.
It kind of is.
Sure.
I'll escort the others then. I'll see you there.
Susan, stay here. I'll be right back. Elo, talk.
Okay, so I did what you asked, but there's a bit of a problem. The person that you want is not that person. That person is who we have. They're kind of useful. They're kind of like a go-between, like a weasel, you know? They're good at talking to people, finding out information and stuff on the street. And, well, they're a little bit useful. So I wasn't sure if you wanted to go through with that person or you can go with the person that's not here.
Here's the deal, Elo. What we're about to do right now is to ensure that everyone understands that even though I am leading all of you here now, that Susan will eventually deserve your respect. And it's messy right now. But in the case of the Ark, they'll find their way. So at this point, I want you to go through with this individual. We'll find a replacement if we can. We'll do without. This is more important at this point.
Okay. That's not a problem. The only thing is, well, boss, I'm worried if we do this, because I think you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do. I've seen that look in your eye before.
Spit it out.
We're gonna have to do something, for the guys. If you just crack the whip all the time, they're gonna be scared, but I hope you understand, like, sometimes you have to reward them too.
I'll assure them that something will be done. You have my word.
And he just kind of like does the thing where he's like,
What?
I kind of know what the guys want. Have you seen that Elena bot 3.0?
Yes, I have. The whole base is freaking out right now. You better get this done with quick. What?
There's a lot of time when the guys get kind of lonely, and it's a good stress reliever.
I'll see what I can do. I'm not saying no.
Okay, not a problem.
Tell the men that they might be getting an extra visitor sometime soon for the hard work they've been doing.
All right. So that's a yes then?
I'll see you in the gathering room.
All right.
Gross. Oh, crap. All right. So I walk into the room. Oh, actually, before I walk in, I stop myself at the door. I go, Elo, get everyone into the gathering room.
Okay.
And then I continue through.
and you just hear like a.
And I sit down and shut the door, make sure all the doors are shut. And I sit down for a moment and I go, Susan.
Yeah, Angmar.
We've talked about the issue that many people have with you here already. We've talked about that. I think we've come to an accord, a good place where you respect me and what my boundaries are, my people, and you'll get what you need. We'll make this mission work and we'll work with you.
Okay.
The thing is, though, you can't just assume the respect of my people. I have orders to respect you and to allow you to do what you will. You have to garner their respect. And I'm about to give you an opportunity to do so.
Okay. I was like wondering where you're going with this, but then okay, I feel this because there was just a huge security thing. There's lights and all sorts of stuff. And then you were circling back, but go on.
The individual that you were sitting in here with, not Elo, the person that he was holding on to, is responsible for the security breach. He needs to be made an example of. You're going
What
to
do you have in mind?
Please roll your plus style. Angmar, fast talk.
But
Fast talk on Susan.
Ooh.
Even if it doesn't work, it's okay with a lie.
can I help this role at all?
That depends. Are you nearby to hear this?
Yeah, because I would have gone with them into the meeting room, right? To the
Depends on how you want to
You went
help.
to the gathering room. I'm in the meeting room. I wanted this to be a private conversation.
gotcha. No, then I'm not
Okay.
there. You fine.
Even though the help would be nice, I'll be honest.
If anybody would know, it would be Siren, but
Mm-hmm.
you go right ahead.
Plus your style, please. Fast talk it up, Angmar.
Come on, boss!
Come on.
That's a 12.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Wow. You lucky bastard.
Yeah. So on this, PCs can choose whether to believe the lie or not. If they do, they mark experience. If they don't, they must act under pressure to go against one's stated wishes. So you can go along with this and you can mark experience. Or you can not believe it and you have to act under pressure to go against Angmar's plan here.
Just remember why he said he's doing this.
What makes you think that someone in this room, talking about the other dude guy? What makes you think he was in the room the whole time?
Should we decide?
Didn't Elo walk out of the room with a different guy and Siren?
So Elo brought in some wiry guy, and that's who Angmar is referencing.
Right, okay. Yeah. He's been in this room the whole time. What makes you think that? That's hard to believe.
So give me an act under pressure, please.
Are you going against this?
Yeah, it sounds like she is.
Are you choosing to not believe me, or are you believing me?
I was watching him the whole time.
Sounds like this is exactly Mav.
I click. Well, I'm not gonna win. I have.
You're gonna roll plus your cool.
Oh my cool. This
Yep.
could go either way. Oh.
Okay, that's a 6. So yeah, you probably like confuse yourself for a second, and then
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go with this.
yeah.
Keep going. What were you saying?
The best part about this whole situation is she could have taken experience and went along with it.
Think about why I'm doing this.
So now,
Okay, but
Mav,
like,
just to be Mav, she's got to be contrarian, and she got nothing for their attempt, which is also Mav.
Oh. Okay. So according to the role, she believes it now. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'm going along with it now. Yeah.
Okay. Right. All right. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. The guy that was in here with you was not in here when the alarm went off. He was brought in. Am I correct in that?
Correct.
He was brought in because Elo noticed that he was the one who did it. Now, when you make an example of somebody here, it's a bit different than when you make an example of somebody in, let's say, the military or any sort of corporate structure. Nobody loses a job. Nobody gets put on some sort of shitty to-do list, they are removed. So, you're going to do what I say when we go out there, and we're going to take care of this guy and take care of the problem. If you do that, there's a very good chance that you'll have the respect you need as a leader here to get through this mission without any other issues aside from the people working directly with you, myself included. Is that clear?
All right.
I'm here to help, all right?
We're unified. This is gonna be great. What do you have in mind for this? Or are we're just gonna wing it out there? Is that the plan?
You'll know when the time comes. You'll know.
All right.
So I start walking out to the gathering room.
Okay, you head out, and why don't we take our final break of the evening? We'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. Stay tuned for more A Neon Scream. If you haven't done so, follow all these wonderful people. They deserve a follow, and they're free. We'll be back in a few.
We're free.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
Neon Scream. Neon
Oh.
Scream. Welcome back. Okay. We return to the situation going on with Elbereth and Kit.
Oh.
You guys are headed up the escalator. You see that someone sees you, this last person that looks like the other two that you saw in the bathroom. And you guys are trying to make your way through the crowd, who's already panicking as they're moving up the steps. Everybody's kind of freaking out, running for their lives. You guys are in the crowd. This person definitely sees you, and you can see them like yelling, like they look like pissed off. What are you doing?
We're gonna turn to Elbereth like real quick in the crowd and go, "Give us a sword."
All right. Here you go.
Okay, go ahead. And we're gonna,
Okay.
we're
And
gonna
I just
fall
I
back.
just go.
like go off to the left and just fall back a slight bit as we can.
And
Okay.
I keep moving because we're not friends.
Okay. Are you trying to sort of make your way through the crowd like stealthily?
We want to as stealthily as we can, just kind of start to fall back and stay behind him, and then come up behind this person.
Okay. Give me an act under pressure. Roll plus your cool, please. Okay, that is a 9.
That'll
You
work.
stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The MC will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Let's
Oh, wait,
fucking
wait.
roll.
I get +1 because of my assess, right?
I don't think you assessed this area.
I
This-
assessed the outside and the whole crowd. Would this still not be a part of the...
I'll tell you what. I'll roll for it.
We're doing a lot of that tonight.
Oh, I rolled a 4. No.
All right, so 9, yeah.
Okay. So, you make your way through the crowd.
Did I help him by giving the sword?
No, I think that's a different. You're not trying to help him be stealthy. That's a
Totally
different.
fair. Okay.
Yeah. If you were trying to be a distraction or something, I'd say maybe. But I think
I was
get
moving
the
on.
fuck out of there.
Unless he's focusing on me, and that's considered the distraction.
So, you make your way back to where you think this person was.
Yeah.
But you lost them. They're not there. They may have done something similar to you.
Can I
Lost
assess real
themselves
quick?
in the crowd. You can absolutely assess. Yes.
Oh.
Roll plus your edge, please. Okay, that's a
9.
9. Gain 1 hold and ask me one of those questions.
Oh, is it 10 is plus... Oh, fuck. What do I notice? Despite an effort to conceal it.
Okay. The person that was chasing after you has gotten close to Elbereth.
Okay.
They managed to worm their way through the crowd. They're doing something similar to what you're doing,
Okay.
except they've gotten close to Elbereth, probably only a few people away.
Can we push forward? How many people ahead, potentially?
Well, you circled back around, and
Yeah,
Elbereth
yeah, we're
has
just
kept
kind of-
moving up.
Yeah.
This person meandered their way through the crowd and snaked their way up
Okay,
towards
so we're still
Elbereth.
behind. Okay.
Yeah, so you're back down there.
Can I get to them before... Oh, I guess... All right. I'm going to try and move towards them as quickly as possible. Or we will, rather.
Okay. Elbereth,
Yeah.
you get to the top of the escalator, and people kind of disperse a bit. What are you doing once you get to the top of the escalator? In front of you, I'll just describe the basic layout. So it's kind of like a it's a terminal. So there's other trains and stuff that are leaving, probably sent all across the sprawl. This is probably like one of those kinds of Grand Central kind of places. So here there's you can see there's like an information area in the center, and there's different like archways that have different bullet trains. I'd say there's probably not too many. It's not like the size of Grand Central. Maybe there's like 4 or 5 bullet trains maybe that go to different locations. So there's like 4 or 5 different arches. And you guys come out from the escalator with a hallway leading towards the arch. Ahead of you, you can see like a more open area with an information desk of some sort where people can access a terminal to help them try and find their route or pay for tickets or whatever. And there's also like a probably like fast food like everywhere, like and the whole hallway is just littered with different ads. And it's doing the Minority Report thing where it's like scanning you guys, and it's like putting outfits on you and doing all kinds of stuff. You see like yourself walking alongside, all kinds of shit.
Okay.
You see yourself like in the Cyber Football League, like probably like dancing around somebody, and then like your knee opens up and a fucking rocket shoots out. There's an ad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool. I don't have cyber legs, but that's pretty cool.
That's cyber as fuck, bro.
That's cyber as fuck.
I thought you meant IRL first.
Okay, so I mean, I'm going to quickly glance behind me because I've been trying to keep an eye on the guy following us.
Okay.
And I'm still moving with the crowd. I don't just get up to the top and stop. That would be a bad call.
So you just kind of like look over your shoulder and looking for this person. Act under pressure, please.
Okay. Nope.
Oh, that's a critical fail if there was one, a double one.
Glad there isn't such a thing as an actual critical fail.
Oh, God. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. A sword flashes out in front of you and slices you as the final one of these guys leaves their mark on you.
Do we get there at all, or like...
You see this happen? This is 3 harm Messi. The sword slashes through your clothing. Your scarf flies off.
5.
And this is I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry, I was just speaking out loud. If that's 5 or 4 harm for him.
No, it was 3 harm, he said.
Total.
Yeah, this is
I meant
3 harm.
total.
I would have 3 harm total. I've taken 1 harm.
Yeah, so this is a
and this will be 3 harm.
Okay, thank God. Holy
minus
shit.
the 1.
We
and this is a messy weapon, so it definitely like shreds your clothes where it hits you. And I think it probably hits you maybe from like hip to like you lean back, so it grazes like part of your chest, and cuts through part of your armor. The person, there's like somebody that's right next to you, and their head just gets separated, like the right. You just see like their head just kind of like does a thing where it doesn't cut all the way through. It does like the nearly headless Nick. Where there's like probably just the spine is connecting it.
Oh man. Are we close yet or no?
You definitely see this happen. So yes, you take 1 harm after the armor, and give me a.
Wait,
give me
I take 1 or 2 harm.
It's a total of 3 harm, and then what's your armor?
1. You can't have more than 1 armor.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I can. My class can.
Yeah, so you
I
have
take 2 harm.
So yeah, you take 2 harm then. Yeah.
Yep. All right, and then I'll roll harm with 2 harm suffered.
Ooh, that's a 10. That's not good.
I'm gonna lose an eye. I already have my choice.
He sees a fucking rocket get shot out of his knee, and he's like, "Give me."
I can't go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Losing an eye.
So you probably like lean back thinking you've avoided most of it, but your head hasn't snapped all the way back just yet, and the sword just slices your eye. You get like a scar from there to there. Part of your eyebrow severs it, just like there's a little gash there.
You better
your
put
eye.
that on your makeup next time.
Yeah, yeah.
Dollar makeup.
Okay. Yeah. What do you do?
Well,
We would have probably screamed his name once we saw that happen. Just as-
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, yeah, it wouldn't matter too
they're-
much.
Yeah,
They're
no, I'm just
probably-
throwing it out there.
Yeah, I mean, and people are screaming too. They're seeing this going on. And the best part about it is all of the displays and stuff that are nearby are like advertising like lance weapons and shit now. Like
Yep.
it's just
Yeah.
That's
and
wrong, man.
it's
That's
like,
fucking
not
wrong.
not only have you been assaulted by a sword, now you are being assaulted by marketing.
Yup. Okay. Yes, I have armored clothing. That's why I didn't take as much damage as I did. Because swords are stronger than weapons, guns,
Yeah.
for some reason. Okay. Well, what I was going to do before I was going to act under pressure is I wanted to use the intel I had on the other guy, but that's useless now. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead is yell out, "Help! I'm being assaulted! I'm going to defend myself!" And I just scream at the top of my lungs. I am attempting to fast talk anyone around me as I turn and sprint in the opposite direction.
Dude.
Okay. So basically the way that everybody else is running down the hall towards
Yeah.
the information desk. Okay.
Yep. Because I want security cameras and any security looking at this and looking at the assailant.
Okay. Go ahead and give me plus your style, fast talk.
And depending on how this works will depend on if I do anything with it. That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. So NPCs do it, but someone will find out. The MC will advance the appropriate countdown clock.
Oh, fuck. Not this again.
Yeah. So I'm trying to alert security of some random clone attacking people.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you can see like security alert. It's getting, the marketing is still going on, by the way. It's still the priority for all of this, for all of these screens going down the hallway. And there's like a small notification for the security alert. Yeah, you can see like you can see people like kind of getting out of the way, and they're trying to move. There's no immediate response, however. Kit, you see this happening. They're probably about 20 steps ahead of you.
We're okay. So in the time that this has happened, have we gotten to them, or since
If you're
just
just
yelling,
rushing
"Oh my
the
god,
whole
help, help!" Yeah, we're just running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We're gonna run up, push Elbereth out of the way, and with the pistol in one hand and the sword in the other hand, both shoot and stab with each kind of move. I kind of want to grab him like by the chest and just shoot, and then with the pistol shooting to stab, and hopefully take it down.
So I don't think you can do both at the same
Okay,
time.
can I do stabbing and then shooting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so give me a mix it up, please.
Mix her up. Forward because of my assess.
And or forward for me.
I just did assess.
So
Yeah.
this is.
Oh,
so
yeah, you
this
did
is-
it.
So this is +1, and
Okay.
I think that Elbereth, you can assist if you want. You can help. You can roll plus your
Nah,
links.
it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I don't want to anyway.
Okay,
If I get that, can I do the double shooting stab?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So with each stab, we're gonna come up. I don't know how close in proximity to Elbereth this is, but we're gonna come up, and with each stab and each shot, go leave her alone, and then throw this guy wherever.
Okay, I think you stab like in the back, and you kind of like when you do so, he like tries to turn, and you force him against the marketing display. So he like smashes his back against the marketing display, and you're just kind of stabbing him with the sword and shooting him with the pistol. And like the blood like splatters across the display, and you can see like, need a doc? You know, like,
Okay. We'll stand up and just look at Albreth and go, okay,
Let's go.
okay, and run.
And I continue to run.
okay, you guys take off down the hallway.
Wow. Kid just went fucking crazy. Holy shit.
Oh my god, I wanted to kill that guy for like 3 fucking minutes, man. It's been tantalizing.
All right,
Fucking yeah.
back in the base. Back.
Oh
in-
God.
We return to a scene that I think Angmar will describe for us. What does it look like in here, Angmar?
So I'm walking into the gathering area, and as I walk into the gathering area, again, this is the big open floor where the first episode took place on for season 2, where everyone was together around a small fire or whatever. You know, it's a big open, essentially old abandoned factory floor, or a warehouse floor. There are somewhere around 150 to 175 people there, standing around doing certain things. The other, you know, since I have 200 plus people in my group, the rest of them are out in the city and out and about. So we have the vast majority of them are here, but we have our other guys out and about. As you walk in there, we have all of the guys, I'm sure they're just standing around, talking to each other, just, you know, being quiet. And Elo is in the area where, if I'm going to talk to the whole group, there's like a miniature stage, or kind of like a raised area. Elo's on there, and he's got this guy. I think that Siren is up there as well, probably standing alongside him. And Arthur's probably standing by the door or something, you know, just hey boss, whatever. As soon as I walk in, everyone just shuts the fuck up. There's not a word. You can't hear anything, or you can hear everything rather. I walk in there, and with Susan in tow, I walk up onto the stage area, and this guy is just standing with Elo. But Elo's kind of got him by the arm or whatever, and he's just kind of like, don't go anywhere. You're not going anywhere. I go I was just going to say, I go up to Elo and Siren, who are standing near each other. And I look at them both and I go, trust. Trust is what makes a group unstoppable. Don't forget that. And I have Susan stand to the other side. And I look at Elo, and yeah, no, I don't do that. I have Susan stand on the other side, and I turn to address everyone. And I wanted to, if there's anything you wanted to take care of.
No. So in terms of the person that Elo has, they're lanky, wiry. They have kind of brown hair, and they it's a bit shaggy. They're a bit unkempt. Quite clearly, they are local. They have sort of tan complexion, and I'd say they're probably in like their late 20s, maybe.
Okay. Is that better, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. And I reach down. I hold him by his chin. Well, no, he's still standing up. Right. Sorry. I look at him, and And I put my kind of hand underneath his chin and I lift it up. Again, the arm with the whip in it.
Yeah, they're definitely like looking down, like.
And I say,
Whip?
trust.
What's going on?
Trust is what makes unity unbreakable. And something we've worked so hard for. Come to I can't say the word fruition. Fruition, thank you. My mouth can't do that word for some reason. Trust is what makes something that we work so hard for come to fruition. Believe in me as you always have. And I will send you to the path of the Ark like no man has before. Do you trust?
Whip? I don't understand.
And I look at Elo and I kind of do like the nod thing, like I'm ready for him to be kind of like prepared to do what we do. He should know what I need him to do at this point. This is not new.
Elo takes like one step to the side, still has like a hand on their shoulder.
I turn around to address everyone. Members of Downlink, brothers, sisters, friends and family alike. You have given your lives to protect something that will continue on the good work of humanity. Thousands and thousands and millions of years past our own time. You understand the purpose and the greatness that is the Ark, and you have never faltered to show what you believe in. Through your hard work and dedication, we have built this empire, where Tovello is ours, and it is just the beginning. As Downlink grows, so do our numbers and our strength. Through trust, unity is formed, an unbreakable bond in force. We will stop at nothing, even if that means that we must weed out the traitors among us. I present to you one such man right now.
He starts like looking around.
Whip, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. What are you talking about? I didn't.
And this is where I walk right up to him as he's panicking, and I kind of put my hands on his face. And I go, trust that though your transgressions have marked your soul, the purest form of you that exists in the Ark may be free of the sins you've committed in this holy body.
But I didn't do anything.
And I turn back and I say, some of you may have your doubts.
I didn't.
Some of you may have seen a newcomer arrive.
Wait.
The one named Susan, brought here.
Please.
To assist us.
Please.
In one of the grandest missions that we have ever undertaken.
Wait.
She is here now.
No. I didn't.
To assist us. But not control us.
And I shoot him really too early.
And that's where we're going to end the session today.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Pop with the pistol. During the talk. Too early. Oh, God.
That fucking works. That fucking works.
Oh, my God.
Hell
I thought you
yeah,
meant
that
you
fucking
shoot
works.
Angmar, and I was like, oh, we're fucked.
I was like, what the
we're fucked.
Well, shit.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
That was
Good
a
session,
dude.
everybody.
Well,
That was a session. That was good. Good job, Wack. That was fucking
Yeah.
man. God damn it. Fuck those guys in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
I
That
rolled
actually works.
different
She is here to
teams.
help us and assist us, not control us. Bam! That kind of worked. It kind of worked. I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
I'm
you told her what you were gonna do, and then she was like, "Okay."
Good job, everybody. Let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs to finish things off for the show. Let's start off with Siren.
Hi, my name's Pip. I'm Tiny Pixels on Twitch.tv/Tiny Pixels. I play Siren, who is now a hacker who's actually hacked a thing. I get it now. We've successfully hacked one thing, so now we're going on to hack one of the biggest things on the goddamn
You
planet.
got some fan art.
Holy shit!
Nani?
Nani.
Nani?
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I love
That's
it. I love it forever.
awesome.
Oh my god. Oh, BRB buying dresser. Anyway, I play Siren. I play the hacker of the group. Thank you kindly for having me on the show. I really, really appreciate being a part of this wonderful, wonderful thing. As I say, I'm normally a variety caster. You guys can find me during British daytimes. If that is your kind of deal, we do all sorts of variety gaming, and we're hopefully moving outside to do some little bits of countryside, out in the fresh air, horse riding, horse training, horse cuddling kind of deals. Over on IRL. So stay tuned for all that kind of deal and follow all the rest of these knobheads because they're wonderful, wonderful human beings.
Combos.
Mav.
Mav.
She's gonna have to wait.
She's got
She
dog
gets
act.
no shout out. She gets nothing.
Oh, no, she
there
gets
you
a
go.
shout out.
Unfair
She
advantage.
gets 1,000 shout outs. Look at her.
No, unfair.
I was
advantage.
trying to just keep
Oh,
talking.
God, that puppy has gotten so big in the past, like, it's been a week.
It's been a week, right?
What
Oh
the
my
shit,
God.
man?
Goobers, why don't you go next?
Hi, I'm Goobers515. Battletech, 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 Battletech. Battletech just released the review copies out yesterday, and I was lucky enough to get one of them. I am actually going to be immediately after this broadcast going to be streaming Battletech. More of it. We started the campaign of it. I've gotten past the first 2 missions of basically the introductory that sets up the entirety of the campaign. And after this stream, I'm going to be continuing on with more Battletech. I've been waiting for this game for so long.
So long.
Finally
So long.
here.
So long.
So if you guys enjoy that, if you like mechs blowing the shit out of each other, just destroying everything, then I will be streaming that after this. I got a crazy schedule. So pop into the stream if you guys care to figure that out. And I will be going to St. Jude Play Live with a bunch of these morons next week.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, man. So that's me, Goobers515 on Twitch and Twitter if you guys want to follow.
Dan.
Hi, I'm Domestic Dan. I play Elbereth here. I am doing all sorts of things this weekend. Mostly gardening stream for Earth Day because gardening. Because I just rebranded again. I'm not doing cooking or gaming anymore. It's just all gardening. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure it out if I have the energy to stream after this or not. I might have more coffee and then maybe I will, or I'll go to bed. There's your answer to a question that didn't exist. Go next person.
Mav.
Hi, my name is Mav. I go by the Mav Show on literally everything. This is why I keep running out of the room. So if you're wondering where the frick I went, she has like a bladder that's this size. And I play lots of games. I'm a variety caster and I'm loud. And that's it.
You did it.
I did it.
Good job.
Jay.
Why is my fan? Is that?
Okay, I'll go next.
Can
Hey,
you hear-
everybody. I'm Wacksteven. I am the MC of Doom, and I have successfully dragged these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. I don't know what Nani is nannying, but it's nannying, and
Sorry, there was cat paws. I could hear cat scratching, and there was a little bit of fur going through the crack of my door. It's just.
So thank you everybody for watching as always. Chat, you're wonderful. Thank you for participating. Thank you for the fan art. Thank you for all the wonderful support. We love you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you to Pip. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Mav. Thank you, Goobers, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Had a lot of fun. I think that was a great session.
And thank you, Wack.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you guys like what I do, you can follow me over on Twitch.tv/Wacksteven and at Wacksteven on Twitter. I got some role play tomorrow on my channel with some space opera sci-fi stuff. And then Sunday, we've got Table Stories, the 7th Eon, which we are continuing the Queen's Ball episode. And on Monday over on Brad Wodo's channel, we've got the Nameless ones. You should go check that out. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys not next Friday. Wait.
Yeah,
No,
we're off.
not next Friday.
Not next
No,
Friday? Oh, yeah,
no.
no, not next Friday.
Yes, because
no.
St. Jude play live.
Yeah, I keep forgetting we get back on Sunday, not
Seven.
like Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see you
Yeah.
guys 2 weeks from now for some more Neon Scream and the conclusion of will Angmar kill Susan? Find out next time.
More like when.
Bye, guys.
Bye.